board. Fly. Good shot there.
They're going to need a lot of that tonight, Docus. They're going to have to kind of find a shot being smaller size against this team.
Yeah, that mid-range three-point land in between there is going to be good, as that's another thing. Jones is going to get that line where she's got a 3-4 inch height advantage. She's so good at drawing contact and getting there, Sam. Is it just the size? Is there any finesse to it? Like, how does she get to the line so much?
It's a little bit of both, but it's mainly her size that helps so much because the teams are going to try and swap for that ball early. So if she kind of swaps her arms up, which she kind of does a lot, and it works every time because it's always going to be a foul. You know, if a referee sees that arm
contact, it's definitely a foul.
Yes.
9-4 lead. Winningham, another steal. Mid-ranger, no, left it short. Gets her own rebound somehow. Poked in the eye by her counterpart. That's the other number 5, Kylie Moss. Good deal. We do have sound. I think we should have sound now. Score is 9-4 with 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the first half. Jones, that's too easy.
Yeah,
nobody put a body on her.
Yeah, you got to meet her at least a little bit. Show a little resilience.
As she is so talented down low. Clark trying to trap a little too high there. Throws it off of Selby. That was a really smart move by number 12, Seats. 5:01 to go right here. Safety net pass. Gets it back. Dribbles around. Beautiful work of the pick and roll. Just can't finish. Another rebound there on the offensive glass. Going to get Clark with a foul. Yeah. You got to let her live with that one. You don't want her having 3 free ones.
Nah, definitely not, Docus. 3 free throws. Cannot give that up.
And sure is wide open, but it's high school basketball. There are wide open shots missed every turn. Free throws a lot easier as Ramsey hits the first. Getting ready to shoot the second here. Up and in. In comes number 11. That is Alexis Jackson for Kylie Moss. Shot it up, and just like that, converting all 3 free throws. A mistake there from Clark. Thank you, Sam Roberts. I didn't know if you could get it by yourself. Never should have doubted you. Pretty spin move going to the line. She's added that to her bag. Not a very flashy player, Gracie. Very technically sound. What does it mean for her to have a little bit of a deeper bag this year?
It's a lot. It takes the pressure off of like Bella and Gracie just because now she's more of a threat on the scoring option as well. So now teams will kind of look at her and be like, well, she's got a 3-pointer now. She can also kind of drive and float it, so we can't just focus on Bella or Gracie.
Yeah, she hits half the free throws there to bring it back out. 12-7 with 4:40 to go. Over the middle of the court, Clark, that was a great job trapping the big. Good pass over the middle of the court, getting it back into number 30. Missing again. Walk. Winningham was lucky. I was waiting for the foul call. Took a couple steps before that. As here comes Gracie with a 5-point advantage. What are they going to have to do to really pull away from Wilson Central like they have other teams?
Really, they got to make their shots here. You know, like these layups they're kind of getting whenever they got the bigger matchup. You got to knock those down first. You
got to convert the matchups that you want, as that was a pure lucky pass there. 3-ball up.
Oh.
Mistimed the swat there. A very vicious-looking move.
Very low shot, too.
Yeah. 3-ball for Clark. It's good. True North 3-pointer, Gracie Clark. Man, she is the answer. Not Paul Pierce, but she is the answer. And great job poking that one away.
Wait, who's the AI?
AI is the answer.
Yeah. Paul Pierce is the truth.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Sorry, Mom.
Embiid's the process.
Yeah.
Gracie driving down. Just missed. Clark gets it out. Winningham with the shot. Does not get the call there, as they're getting the offensive rebounds. Just got to connect on those second chance opportunities. If you get a walk, Yeah, easy call there. I don't even think he needs those glasses for that one.
No.
Number 2, that is Riley Spencer checking in. As 3:15 to go, 15-9. Dribbling down is Gracie. No substitutions yet. Dodgen usually pulls at least one starter by now. Tries to bring in Kyra Fox or Kendi Billings, but they haven't really pulled away yet. See if they can't get an advantage, whereas Wilson Central looks like they're subbing a lot. Back and forth dribbling. 3-ball up. Ava Jones adding to the True North 3-point party. One from her and Gracie in the first quarter. Didn't have it on my bingo card. Bringing the ball down. Gets it in. Number 10 back across. Good gamble there. Jones having to handle the ball out in space, something she can do quite well. Uses the left hand. My goodness, somebody 6'2" should not be able to do those things a guard can.
Yeah, I was impressed right there. She kind of got down the floor quick.
Well, those long legs, you feel like she takes 4 or 5 steps and she's at the basket. 3-ball. My goodness, a great shot from Seats. Trying to push with some pace here with an 8-point advantage. Gets it in. Back out to 3-point land. Clark. No. Jones, quick move, going to the line. Foul on Fly. And we've got a 6th person on the court here. Somebody taking a wide approach around Coach Dodgen.
Wow.
That was funny. Jones with the first. It's up. It's good. You know what else is good? Whitetail Properties Real Estate. If you're thinking about selling your farm, but the land selling process made you reconsider, don't turn tail and run. Instead, turn towards Whitetail Properties Real Estate to help you guide your entire land selling process. Call Matt Elrod today. Rebounded by Clark, tipped out. Watch out, Lex.
Is he down there? Oh, Lex.
Lewis.
Lex Winfrey went right into my head. You know,
I get it. You say Lex, and we're still in football. Well, I mean, he plays basketball, too.
He does.
931-808-6422 if you want. Matt Elrod, by the way. Drive from Clark. Beautiful dish. Beautiful shot. No, just off the back iron. Bringing the ball down is Seats. Slowing up the pace a little bit with 1:48 to go. Gets the ball over to the wing. Back to number 10. Beautiful pump fake. Midi out. Rebounded by Clark. Pushing with pace there. Spin. Tough shot. My goodness, she's a ball player, Roberts.
Great shot right there. Great shot.
If you had to describe her game with one word, what is it?
Can I use 2?
Go for it.
No flaws.
I like that.
Yeah, I think that's the most fairest way to say it.
Oh. Swatted away. Jones with 3 points. What a pass from Clark.
Oh,
Winningham
wow.
had to hit that one.
Yeah,
she just had
incredible.
to. That looked like a Nikola Jokic pass. Just picked it up and chucked it.
Little Mahomie.
Yeah, they share a brain cell, Clark and Winningham, in the way that they just know what the other's going to do. Beautiful defense there from Winningham, forcing the jump ball with number 10. That is Ramsey. Selby checking out. Billing Sullivan in. 55.5 to go. 25-12 against the Wilson County Lady Wildcats. Dribbling down. Gracie getting to her spot. Looked like it went off the defender's foot. Great job getting it out. 3-ball. No. Good rebound. They traded spots right there. Usually it's Jones getting the rebound.
Yeah.
Gracie, tough 2 right there. And I feel like in the blink of an eye, the Warriorettes have this 15-point lead. Seats, 3-ball. Walked first. You could tell she didn't want to be put on a highlight reel. Another Ava Jones 3-ball. As we do know, it says Cannon County. Just we weren't at school today, couldn't fix that.
Dang.
Gracie,
That sucks.
great steal from Fly. Slows it up, not too Fly. Off the back iron. Gracie, another rebound. Getting trapped, dribbling out of it. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness, a True North 3-pointer. How did she do it, Roberts?
I have no clue.
It looked so
shocked.
short. It looked so short.
Wow.
I was ready, GT odds and in air ball written all over it, but a beauty of a play from Gracie, who has hit 2 first-quarter threes. And I like that. What I don't like, my insurance rates, they've recently got up, and I'm tired of having to call a 1-800 number for answers. Instead, I'm going to call 931-836-3171, call the people at Farm Bureau. They strive to make every insurance transaction a pleasant one, and someone on staff in their local office is there at all times. Last night, had to call Omnipod, the makers of my insulin pump, and it got outsourced, of course, and just had the absolute nicest talk ever with this guy. It was a really long ordeal. It probably took 20 minutes, felt like 20 hours. Just so many things to get this thing replaced. It wasn't giving me insulin like it needed to, but this guy, just every little thing, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. And, sir, just whenever you're ready, can you give me that? Just as you could tell that he didn't have a fun job, but one that he took very serious. I was glad I got to deal with him.
Yeah, that's cool. Somebody that kind of gives you a little respect while they're on the phone.
And that's what Farm Bureau does, absolutely. Anytime, 931-836-3171. I call them just to have a fun conversation sometimes. Trapping their winning cam. Great defense. Don't know how we haven't got the steal yet. There's Clark. Another pass to winning cam. Going up, finishing. 2 points. Clark and winning cam and Clark, they go together. Trapping near the S there, getting it to the corner. Back to number 11, driving on Clark. Ooh, dangerous pass there. Gets it to number 10. Getting in around, sizing up Billings. Driving in, and they're going to get Kendi on a foul there. Ramsey was baiting her into it. In come Selby and Fox for Gracie and Jones. So, no, I guess that was an offensive foul.
Oh.
I saw the foul call go up. I wasn't
Yeah.
really sure. Anyways, Jones going to stay back out there. Gets it into her. Looking for somebody to hand it off to. Deep three, Winningham. No. Made a convincing noise that she missed it. Going to get Clark with the foul. Can't believe it.
Yeah, that was a deep three, and she still hit back rim.
Yeah, she had a little too much on it. Just a little too much. I mean, her shot is so pretty that no matter where it's shot from, you like her chances.
Oh, yeah.
High pass there. Gets it in off the fingertips. Selby with the steal. Winningham looking up. Going to slow up over to Selby. 3 ball off the back iron. Jones, no, just another unfortunate roll. Easy there. Didn't get the foul until she tripped over number 2, Spencer. Foul on Selby. Her second with 6:39 to go.
Dawkins, it's so crazy how the game's evolved. Like, most of our threes are about 3.5, 4 foot behind the three-point line. And it's like, if you'd have took that shot 10 years ago,
you'd be sat immediately.
And our center's shooting it.
Absolutely. It's insane to me. Gets it over. 2-pointer lipped out. Good rebound from Billings. Going to get number 13, Annie Wilson, on a foul. And she took a little break right there for a second. Just laying on her stomach. It was kind of funny. In comes, my goodness, Olivia Kenning. This bench is so deep, Roberts. I feel like I can't get used to any of these girls. They're in and out in a hurry. It's early. What does that say to you about his the confidence in these Wilson Central players?
It's kind of iffy. It's either he hasn't found something he likes yet, or he's confident in his rotation. You know, he's confident in the players he has, and, you know, he wants to give everybody a fair shot.
Well, I'm confident that one was just over the reach of Kenning, as Winningham took another deep three there, overcorrected. I think she gets another one. It'll go in. Too long, too short.
Third time's a charm.
Line drive shot just didn't get enough. As here comes Fox defending up the sideline. Great job forcing the ball out of the hands. Gracie gambling.
Oh.
And what are they calling? Blocking foul on Billings. Yeah. As she bumped off of her and went flying. I mean, she was airborne. Traces them off the shot. Great steal from Winningham. Gracie pushing with pace, gets it to her. Good pump fake, knowing that they got to respect the shot. Sidestep 3-ball. Gracie got her lucky one earlier. She wasn't going to get to cash that one in, too. Not how it works.
Oh.
Beauty of a shot there by number 14, Kylie Jo Byram. Here come the Murphys.
Yeah,
they're letting anybody in these days. Foul on number 12, Seats, with 5:08 to go. Warriorettes with a 17-point advantage, and I feel like it's not that big of a lead, but you start adding it up in your head like, yeah, hit that shot, hit that shot, hit that shot. 3 True North three-pointers from number 14, Lakeland Gracie. Walk. Great job there from Gracie just to spook her. I mean, nothing else.
You got to make your mind up before the ball's even in your hand, Dacus, and that's what happens whenever you wait. You know, you're like, am I going to pass or am I going to dribble? And your brain don't pick it up in time, and now you're taking 2 steps and haven't put the ball on the floor.
As it looks like they're just being a little too passive. Another crossover. Gracie is going left to right a lot tonight. Gets it into Jones. Clear mismatch. Fights through the double team. My goodness. You're going to have at least a little bit more size, as 2 bodies aren't going to be enough. Gets it over. Bad pass there. Sullivan, if she just would have made a triangle with her hands and caught it like a football, I think she would have had a steal. Just going for the for sure knock away, though.
Yeah, the safety. She didn't want to get lost.
Gets it out to Spencer. Down low. Kenning passes out. Dribbling down here. Swatted again. Jones with 4 blocks.
Wow.
Up ahead to Winningham, and just like that, it's turning into a blowout, 39-15, all in the blink of an eye. And it's not really just one person. They're playing as a group off of Gratzy's foot. Beautiful play there from number 10. That is Ramsey. As what does it mean to have a team that's just so in tune with one another?
I mean, it's a team game, Dacus. I mean, we've seen great players come through here and try to play these Warriors, but if they don't have a good team around them, they're not going to beat them. So, you know, if you're in tune with your players, it's the most important part of basketball.
Kamora Moore it's a once-in-a-generation player, really. I mean, you just can't be blessed with too many of them, as we don't have one ball-dominant player. We just got a lot of people that can score at will. Another steal. They just can't hold on to the ball. Somehow didn't go back court there. Misplay. Going up and in.
Oh.
Going to get the foul call. Going to line 4-2.
Almost got the roll there, too.
Yeah, as I'm sure that they'd rather have their Warren County baskets. They were a little bit kinder to Jones. Hits the first, still perfect from the free throw line. As yeah, it does say Cannon County Lions. Just we can't fix it. It is the Wilson Central Lady Wildcats. 2 for 2 from the line from Jones. As I feel like everybody's having a big game for the Warriorettes. They're on pace to score a ton.
Yeah, they are, Dacus. I mean,
walk.
On pace for at least 100. I mean, I believe that if they can get to 50 right here and have a hot third quarter.
How much longer do you think they're going to leave these Warriorettes out there?
I don't know. That's also
That's
the other
the
equation.
thing.
You know, these Warriorettes can come out here and they could score 110 points every night, but you know you don't want to risk your starters getting hurt, and that's also kind of disrespectful to most people, you know.
Yeah, I mean, these girls haven't been on the wrong side of too many blowouts, but that's just not good basketball to run up scores. Tough shot there, can't get it, and going to get Jones on a foul. Looked like just wrong place, wrong time, which is a great way to categorize most fouls, I feel like. In comes Maya Jo Swindle next time, as she's coming in early for Gracie, as we've got number 32 Sanders. So they're already trying to assimilate some players. What do you think you need to see from Swindle to earn some more minutes?
Just hustle, you know, making the extra little play. You know, if there's a chance to get a steal, put it all out there.
That was a bad time for it to get quiet and the Wilson Central coach to yell from his wheelchair, "What are we doing here?" Because I don't know if you could have picked it up in our headsets, but it boomed. Like, it was loud. I'm guessing they called the foul on Wilson Central, or I am quite confused.
I'm same with you, Doc, because I have no idea what's going on.
Okay, they called it on the foul was on us, but they accidentally said the name of the girl who fell.
Okay.
Just an easy miscommunication there. Steal opportunity again. What a pretty layup.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's one of my favorite shots in basketball is other hand under the basket finish. It's such a pretty shot.
I mean, I probably couldn't hit that shot 100 times out of 100, but if it's in your arsenal, I don't know why you wouldn't bust it out at least once. Swindle three ball. No, just missed. And coming off the bench, how many shots do you think it takes to really find a rhythm? Three ball, ugly miss.
At least I'd say three.
Okay.
You know, one to lose the jitters, two to see where the ball is kind of going tonight, and three, you know, that's whenever you can kind of get a fair judgment.
As late foul call there, I think that one's going to be on Fox. It is, as going to take this free throw break to tell you a little bit about Matt Elrod of Whitetail Properties Real Estate. If you're looking to sell your land but you have no idea how to get more money for it, call Matt Elrod of Whitetail Properties Real Estate, 931-808-6422 today. That is 931-808-6422 today. Warriorettes with a 30-point advantage with 2 minutes and 12 seconds to go. And I was reading today, cuts it to 29 there. I was reading today that back in middle school when Derrick Henry would play, if his team got up 21 points, they had unwritten agreement that Henry could not play because he was just so dominant. I feel like that's what it is for these Warriorettes. Three ball Reed, no. They race out to these huge halftime leads and just can kind of skate in the second half. Foul on number 14, going to send Reed to the line. That is Byram's first or second? Her first.
Yeah, Doc, because I feel like almost any team we play, I feel like we can give them a 20-point head start by the end of the fourth, possibly even be back up 20 points if we leave the starters in the whole game. You know, this team is just that incredible. As
it's so hard to find one piece of the puzzle that you're just like, going to them. I think Ava Jones would be that on most teams. But then you've got Whittingham's shot making. You've got Gracie's playmaking. You've got Selby's glue. I'm going to do everything else. And you've got Gracie Clark, who is not the best at everything, but probably second best at anything.
Right.
Long shot there. Here comes Winfrey, who is lethal in transition. Gets it to Sanders. Three ball. Tipped. How she got that rebound, I have no idea. It looked like she was about to do a backflip over number 13 and gets a foul on her. Winfrey, she's just got those instincts. What do you see out of her? Because I can tell you right now, I love to watch her.
She looks like she's played 30 high school games, Doc. It's like she came out the bat and she just started swinging, you know, at everything. And she's she's taken her shot and she's ran with it.
Looks like she knows what she wants. Somebody that's up there sitting fastball, she can get to that fastball whenever she wants. She's not really falling behind in count. She's dictating the at-bat, meaning that she's not going to let you push her off of where she wants to go. She's going to dictate where she gets her shot up. And if she can grow a little bit more, then watch out. She's got the makings of a really good future Warriorette. As she's playing some smothering defense there. Going to get the timeout. Slung like a rag doll. That was not Winfrey's intention at all.
No.
And going to tell you that White County Farm Bureau, they were recently voted best of the best for both best insurance company and best customer service representative. They're here whenever you need them the most. Stop by and get a quote today at 141 Churchill Drive. You can give them a call at 931-836-3171. They want to say go Warriors. As with 1 minute 11 seconds left, it's going to be probably a long time on the bench for these starters, as Warriorettes have just absolutely jumped out to a huge 33-point advantage. As really, what do you think these 5 girls out there are playing for right now?
Playing really for minutes. You know, it's not a competition between all of them, but it's more of, you know, how can I keep this lead for my team and, you know, and even grow it.
Unlucky bounce there from number 25. Gets it into Sanders, toe on the line. No, rimmed in and out. Great job getting back is Kaylee Sanders, but that shot pure from number 12, Seats. Sanders ball in her hand again. Winfrey driving baseline. She's going to take you there every time. Beautiful drive, beautiful rip move there. Gets it into the paint. Looking, searching, gets it in. Thought about it. I wouldn't. As Winfrey going to smother again, driving past her and getting the roll. Moss. Just kind of a quiet night from her. She's not used to many of those. Cross-court pass. Not the pass you're looking for if you're Reed. And Seats getting the layup, showing you kind of why they're the 2 and they're the 1. As halftime score going to be 51-22 in favor of the Warriorettes. We got Wilson Central Wildcats up there now. Glad that we could do that. Yeah, I didn't even notice. It doesn't really matter who's on the other side. You know the Warriorettes are just
dominant.
They race after these halftime leads. They really do. And it's kind of sucky for these boys after the girls go out and blow out when it feels like every opponent. And if they don't blow them out, they hang 93 like they did against Chattanooga Christian. So then you've got the other boys team that's like, oh, well, now we've got to step up and avenge the loss. Or like, oh, we can't get swept out of here. And the boys are kind of the benefiters of the other team's rage. Just, oh, really, your girls are going to kill our girls? Well, we'll get their back. We've got them right here. We're not getting swept out of your gym. So just one of those things you don't think about until every night it feels like, man, the other team is really bringing it to us. Or like, man, these guys are really hitting their shots. I know I was talking to some of the Wilson Central people. All our banners are pretty, you know, you see state, back-to-back state champions. You're like, oh, these guys know how to do it.
We play basketball.
Speaking of guys who know how to do it, we got Case and Seal here for the halftime interview, as the halftime show is presented by Morgan Furniture. More about them here in a second. Morgan Furniture Center in Sparta is your hometown source for quality, made-in-America furniture and Certa Perfect Sleeper and Beauty Rest mattresses. Morgan Furniture, you always get a Save with Dave discount deal. Plus, at Morgan's, they'll pay your sales tax on every purchase. Plus, free delivery. Morgan Furniture at 570 North Spring Street in Sparta, because you deserve the best in furniture and bedding for your home. Save with Dave at Morgan Furniture. Case and Seal, welcome up here. What did you see out of that first half from these girls?
I saw very explosive offense. That was Gracie Clark came out hot right there in the first quarter. Within the first, 2-3 minutes of the game.
just hitting a lot of shots, making the right plays.
That defense looks great.
They run that press better than some collegiate teams, I feel
agree.
like, the
Well,
way that they can trap.
I don't think there's many girl basketball teams, and I mean that in that bad way, but they can move the ball as well as they can. They move the ball very well. They see the floor really well.
Everybody can pass, everybody can shoot, everybody can handle the ball. It's an embarrassment of riches. I say it all the time. To shift our focus to the boys right here, you played basketball your freshman year and throughout middle school with most of these guys. Talking about some of the seniors, Nate Griffin, Keon Lewis, Gage Stevenson, what do they all bring to the table in your eyes?
I think a lot of those guys, especially coming from football, of course they missed a game or two due to that. I think a lot of that, the big thing they're going to bring is leadership. I think that you saw that kind of lacking, or what I saw in that, especially that first game against Chattanooga Christian. You saw that in that fourth quarter, a lot of miscues there, a lot of missed layups, sort of things like that. But I think that's something that they're definitely going to bring to the table is leadership. I think that's something Trip Pinion not being in. I think that's something they lose as a general on the floor. And so I think those guys are really going to bring that to the table and help that team.
As it really is an asset to have you, Trip Pinion. He's an assistant coach on the court with you. Right now he's sidelined, so he's just an assistant coach on the sideline. What do you think it means to them to have just a student of the game there that knows what it's like to play high school basketball right now?
I think it's a huge help. I mean, I would assume it's certainly probably not as big of a help as it would be if he was out on the floor with them. But I definitely think, I'm sure that helps, getting his input on what he's seeing, because definitely that guy's got excellent court vision. He can see the court very well. He sees what's going on very well. So having him on the sideline, I'm sure, is a massive benefit.
And it's not too huge of a drop-off between him and Cole Sims. You know, Sims just doesn't have that experience under his belt. What do you think we need to see from him to take that next step up and really elevate his play during Pinion's absence?
Yeah, I think he just needs to have that mindset. I agree totally that he's very talented, great basketball player. I think he literally, in order to fill those shoes, just needs to have that mindset of, I'm more than capable of filling that role and making these plays. So.
As just right then, I just completely zoned out because I saw Trip Pinion shooting over there, and it was just like, is he coming back soon? Because sure, they're 0-3, but they've been really competitive losses for the most part. I think he's really what gets him over the hump.
I agree.
Nate Griffin is me and Sam love Nate Griffin. He's just athletic with side of athleticism.
Yeah.
I mean, just absolutely, it's just too much sometimes. What do you think it means to have somebody that you're like, all right, Nate can kind of take over here. Just let's get him the ball and let's see what kind of crazy stuff he can do with it.
Yeah, I think that's a huge help to have a guy like that with his athletic ability. Of course, you said playing with him freshman year, that guy is just absurd. Like, he jumps and it looks like he's levitating. He's an insane guy to watch, but a lot of fun to watch. I think he brings a lot to the table for this team.
And then I know he had a huge game down in McMinnville. Lucas Dickerson, the guy, he had a little bit of a rough patch there to start the year, but he's as automatic gets. I know you played with him. Have you ever seen him just really get on a streak? You're like, oh, you can have the ball. I'm not shooting for the next 3 minutes.
Absolutely. Lucas Dickerson, when he gets hot, you want to get the guy the ball, especially behind the arc. He's not the fastest guy on the court. He's not as fast as a lot of those guys, but what he lacks in that, he more than makes up for in his ability to shoot and his ability to get the ball up. So, very talented team there. I think, like I said, the 0-3 thing, they're off to a slow start. But like I said, I think that somebody needs, as that leadership role, somebody takes the helm out there on the floor. I think it cleans up a lot, and I think they just get on a roll and keep going.
And it's apples and oranges because baseball takes so much more preparation. But could you imagine if half our team played basketball and then we were sitting here in March just struggling to get guys back?
Absolutely. That'd be terrible. You got to think of this baseball, you're trying to hit a ball. It takes a couple months to get in the rhythm and be able to time yourself up and that sort of thing.
Building up your arm,
absolutely,
remembering what hops take what, just everything like that. And I feel like that's something that's kind of been ignored, and that's kind of just the standard of excellence here in White County basketball. I know that you played your freshman year. If you would have stuck with it, what do you think your role on the team would have been?
I really don't know. Probably, I think I'm going to be a good practice guy. I'd be a good guy to get a feeler in practice, give them a good run for their money in practice. But those guys are a lot better than me, a lot more talented than me. But like I say, I think I could benefit in that way. But more than that, it's a fun atmosphere. Those guys are fun to be around, and like I say, I'm happy to watch them. I'm excited to watch them play this year. So
let's hope it doesn't happen, but let's say we have 12 injuries tonight, and we've only got 4 people healthy, and they look up, they see Case and Seal, somebody that's played with these guys for so long. Maybe they can get you a jersey, some shorts. How many think you can get in a high school basketball game right now?
I think I could get in a high school basketball game? Probably not many. I'd like to say I could get a lot, but I'd be lying if I did. It would be a lot of fun to do that, though. It'd be a whole lot of fun. It'd be a dream come true. But but no, I don't believe I could get very many.
Well, talking about baseball, amongst other things, I know that we've been having inter squads and stuff. You've moved out to center field. You've been catching since out of the womb?
Yeah,
feels
I mean
like.
a long time. Yeah.
So I know that some of these guys are having to kind of change their approach without Tripp, and now Gage is back, but just really a new change of scenery. What is that like for an athlete?
Yeah, I think that it's difficult for sure, and I'm sure it's difficult for these guys. I know it's different for me. These guys are a lot more athletic than I am, so I'm sure they can take it and run with it a lot better. But I'm sure it's different, especially coming straight from football, right into basketball a week later, and having to really settle into that, to different pace of game, different pace of play.
You can't be as rough. I know
right,
that.
Yeah, I mean that. I'm sure that makes a big difference. Gage Stevenson, a guy who
him and Lex. I mean, guys that have gotten
Yeah.
out there and been in the nightmares of some quarterbacks in the Upper Cumberland. Now
Yeah.
they've got to
back up a little bit. Yeah. I think that though one thing that will benefit them with the football to basketball is guys like Gage Stevens playing both sides of the ball all year long.
So in shape.
They have to be in great shape and have a lot of endurance, and I think that's going to benefit them a lot.
Well, we were in great shape to get such a great halftime interview. Thank you so much
Thanks
for
for
the
having
Morgan
me.
Furniture halftime show. Case and Seal, be safe on your way
Yes,
home.
sir. Thanks for having me.
As Case and Seal, always a pleasure to get to talk to him. Just about really anything, Sam. As we've got the starters back out here, what kind of leash do you think they're going to have?
Probably try and push this lead as high as they can. They probably want this thing to hit 50,
Will Jones misses the layup. Just trying to draw a foul right there. Does fly. Gets it. Gracie, can she hit 4? No. Clark flying through the air. Tough finish. I was ready to call an and one. Just looked like there's more contact than there actually was. Blocked back into her hands there. Misses the 3 off of Gracie. As we were talking about Case and Seal going out there, how many he thinks he could get in a high school game right now cold. My dad thinks he's selling himself short. I know somebody that has had a great career, Ava Jones. She is 5 points away from seeing her name on the banner.
Really?
3 ball there. She's 5 points away from 1,000.
Wow.
So maybe that goes into it, trying to get it here at home, playing in Murfreesboro on Friday. Tough 2, lips out. Selby gets the board going up, and tough finish. She is a competitor among competitors down low. Got to be easier playing alongside somebody with 995 career points. But I feel like even when Jones isn't out there, she can more than hold her own in the paint. What about you, Roberts?
Easily, Dacus. And the fact that she's almost to 1,000 is just incredible,
Yeah, I'm not sure how many blocks she has, but it's got to be a lot. Foul call there. Gracie going to be heading to the line. Thought that she could have converted there and had an and one opportunity, but the foul from Ramsey was a little too much to overcome, as the Warriorettes are up 30 points on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report. just missing there does Gracie. As do you think that there's any added emphasis? Do you think Ava Jones even knows that she's 5 points away?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. If I was a coach, I'd kind of want to keep it hidden. You know,
Yeah.
just let it kind of surprise them. Because then you don't want them to go out there and play a different game where they're just trying to score. And
Jones
find
getting
it.
another block there. Reminds me of that Carl Anthony Towns game last year where he had 61 or something, but they lost because he was just chucking up stupid shots to try and go for the record. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
It's just you got to find the right balance. Stolen away there. Clark up ahead. Driving in. Tough two. And gets the home team roll. Clark just cool, calm, and collected in everything she does. Driving down does Moss. Clark going to get the steal. Pass ahead. Beauty of a find there. That was some great basketball. Great ball movement there to get the finish down low. Cross-court pass. Gets it into the corner. 3 up and good for number 5. That is Moss. Gracie dribbling the ball down. Gets it over to Winningham. Driving. Dump down feed to Selby. Gets it to Winningham. Corner. Clark. 3. Just misses there. Pushing with pace does Seat. Picked up by Gracie, who errant pass there. Just a bit outside is that fastball. Sergeant Stonebreaker over there to get it, man of the people. As Jones was there, I thought she was just going to bring the ball up the court. I mean, if you don't see Ava Jones bringing the ball down much, but you could tell that she was going for 1,000 if she was. Here she cross-court pass, trying to get it in. 3 ball. Lipped out off the foot of a Wilson Central player. They're going to get it down low and blew the layup. Great defense from Winningham. Somebody that doesn't alter a whole lot of shots. Just a quick burst of speed and left the layup long.
And that shot by her was wonderful, too. You know, I absolutely love that shot. If the defender's giving you room and disrespecting your shot, take it every time.
As sure she missed, but I think they're going to stick a little closer to her. So here comes Jones, ready to go to work. Left hand, no good. Gracie with the steal. Somebody tell 2 Warriorettes, as Winningham, the benefactor of some layups last couple weeks, doing a great job of just converting the easy opportunities. Getting the steal there almost. 3-pointer up. No good. Jones mossing the defender on the rebound. Gets it to Clark. Oh, watch out. Callie Richmond, I bet she felt that one breeze by her hair, as I would not want to get hit by Gracie Clark fastball.
Or any basketball coming from half court,
No.
for that matter. That stuff hurts.
Gets it in the corner. Moss 3 ball. No. Selby pushing ahead with pace. Gonna go right into it. Charge. Right call there. You can't lower your shoulder like that. At least not that obviously. As Warriorettes hold a 34-point lead according to the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report. Moss bringing the ball down. Gets it over the corner. Seat 3. Missed. Rebounded by Clark, who is going behind the back. Gets it poked away. Playing good defense. Seat, little high. You can't rush that shot. You're wide open.
Yeah, and
Going to get Winningham for a foul.
Ashland could not leave that post either. Like, you gotta live with that 3. You gotta stay on the body. That's down low. That's I'd rather give up a open 3 than open layup.
Yeah. Good shot there. Number 14, Byram hitting. Pushing with pace. 3:15 to go. A 32-point Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau scoreboard lead. Going up and in. And one opportunity. Just kind of flipped it up and in. A very unorthodox shot. Are they going to count it? Yeah, there we go. I was going to say, you got to reward that. A pretty move from Selby. Third foul on number 10 and converts the and one. 3:08 left to play. 35-point Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report lead. Gets it over to number 10, driving in. My goodness, backboard block from Jones. She has had a number of those. To Winningham, 3-ball. No good. Jones gonna go to the line for 2. Chasing history, Ava Jones, 5 points away from 1,000, and seeing her name up there with just a host of legends, Celeste Reed, Ginger Jared, Lisa Leftwich, Kelly Jolly Harper, and Miss Allen's mom.
Really?
Miss Allen's mom is a member of the 1,000-point club. Pistol Pete type deal, did it without the three-point line, which is no easy feat. I did not know that until she told me that the other day. 3 points away now is Jones from joining that just exclusive list. Cindy Copeland, Cindy Griggs now, but Cindy Copeland was Miss Allen's mother's name when she had 1,000. Blocked again from Jones. Feels like she has 1,000 blocks tonight alone. Going up and in, that's gonna be another charge. Selby cannot extend that elbow, Roberts.
No.
It's just too obvious. It looks like that's her 4th foul. Dodging gonna leave her in, no threat. But it looks like a bad Little League player just sticking out the elbow trying to get to first base. It's what it looks like. Moss driving in, dumped down to Seat, gets it stolen away by Fox, who's slowing up the pace. Over to Clark, getting it in. 3-ball, Jones! True North three-pointer and 1,000 points!
Wow.
As an absolutely amazing way to do it there. Coach Dodgen gonna steal the ball and gonna give it to her at half court. A great career-defining moment. Pushing it out to a 40-point Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau scoreboard lead, as Ava Jones has hit the 1,000-point threshold.
Wow. That's incredible.
It absolutely is, Roberts. She has been such a steady force the last 4 years, getting playing time as a freshman, even when there were such great post players like Carly Gentry and Nia Powers, Celeste Reed, just kind of biding her time until those girls graduated, playing alongside in the Twin Towers offense of her and Reed, and now nobody remains in her way. It is just Ava Jones sitting squarely at 1,000 points, as she's had a big night. It wasn't like, oh, she needed 2 points to get it.
Yeah.
I'm sure she wasn't even thinking about it before the night began, but anytime we can get Mr. Gregory Wilson out at half court to congratulate somebody, you know it's a good night here at the Roy. As with 2:05 left, a 70-30 lead, and some festivities.
Whoa, that one
that almost went in. Would have been 1,002 for Jones. Winningham, tough two there.
Wow.
She's well on her way. As here comes Moss, and here comes a horde of Warriorettes, as you got to think the starters' night's done after history was made there. Gets it over to the top of the key. Dribble move. That guy's shirt says Aspen. Did you see that?
That guy right
that
there?
guy right there.
Huh.
Great pass. 3-ball, Clark. It's good. True North three-pointer, Gracie Clark.
Maybe a little turnaround or something. I want to see this. That's so strange.
Yeah. Gets it out. Seat 3. GT odds and then air ball. Good tap in from Moss. Chase Lewis starting the air ball chant. I don't think anybody else picked it up. 3. No. Good rebound from Moss. Gonna just hoist up something crazy. Winningham gets the rebound. That's that works well sometimes, but that's just not really the time to do that. Beauty of a layup there from Seat to go up over Jones. No easy feat. Gets it to Clark, down to Ava. Can't make it 1,002. Bringing the ball down. Wilson Central gets it. Loopy pass with 20 seconds left. They're down a lot. 43 points to be exact. Blocked again by Jones. She's got to have a double-double, I feel like, in blocks and points. Clark, 2. Home team roll. Some nights it's your night. 77 points. I think it's their night, as that one's not going to sniff it. 77-32 point lead, according to the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report, at the end of 3 quarters. As we'll tell you a little bit more about Ryan Qualls and Farm Bureau. Farm Bureau, proud to be your hometown insurance agency. They've got more than 75 years of combined experience, and they're to help you with your insurance needs. Stop by and see agency manager Ryan Qualls, agents Justin Coe, Daniel Bray, or Kate Crosland. Located at 141 Churchill Drive. Give them a call at 931-836-3171. Go Warriors. And for our other sponsor, if you've come across any problems trying to sell your property, lucky for you, Matt Elrod, 931-808-6422 at Whitetail Properties Real Estate. He's got your land sales solution. So call 931-808-6422 today to get the answer from Matt Elrod. As we've got some cheerleaders blocking play.
Oh,
That's
well, that sucks.
Yeah, just all that build up for nothing. As I love those videos of NBA players like shooting free throws in the middle of a cheer routine, or kickers just kicking straight through it, just in that zone. Reed defending here. Great ball denial from Winfrey. She's playing great on-ball defense.
She's quick, Dyke. She's quick on her feet, you know. She slides them, and she doesn't even cross them, which is incredibly hard to do. That defensive slide is something coaches just work on, and this is a slugfest.
Yeah, absolutely. Just sliding down there, not even sure.
Loose ball.
As it looked like just all 10 players were in the middle of a scrum for it. Fox bringing the ball down with a 77-32 point lead. Norvell looking to pass it in, down low to Reed. Back to Fox. Right between the 1 and the 0 there. Somehow remains keeping it. Gets it out to the wing. Driving down. Switching hands. Norvell with the rebound. Fox dribbling. Gets it to Sanders. Down low to Reed. Bumped, and they're going to get number 11. That is... I have that for you right here. Number 11, Alexis Jackson on the foul. As Fox gets it out to Reed. Corner. Norvell doesn't have a whole lot of confidence in that three-point ball, I don't think, as she's taking another one. Beauty of a pass from Winfrey. Getting it over to Norvell, to Reed. Sanders not afraid to take it. Looked like it was tipped. As we got a running clock right here. 6:10 to go. These girls are going to have to get on their horse to get up to that 100-point threshold we were talking about earlier. Dump down, trying to get it to somebody. Thinking about it. 10-on-10 action. Going to pull it back out. Seat too high. As Winfrey going to take it out in front of their bench. Here comes Fox trying to run the offense. The second unit's three ball from Norvell. It's good. True North three-pointer. And maybe she'll be a little less gun shy as she's got a good shot. Just got to take it. What are you wanting to see out of this second unit?
Just the same production that the first unit gives, Dacus. Hustle on defense and fast break opportunities and just making sure you make your easy shots.
Yeah,
she's about to go to the line right here.
Get two easy ones.
Two
free ones. Yeah. As Kyra Fox's day might be done as Maya Jo Swindle setting the check-in, as is 5 more. Wilson Central, Lady Wildcats. Winfrey, home team roll, gets the first one. She's got the makings of a truly great Warriorette basketball player. I think some of these girls, given the opportunity, can really step up, as you hope there's no injuries to anybody. But I think that our bench gives us the ability to play through anybody getting hurt, really. Everybody in the starting 5 is great and there for a reason. I'm not saying they're replaceable, but I wouldn't say that the drop-off is so great that we can't overcome it.
Yeah, if somebody gets like a mild sprained ankle, you know, they don't have to
They
play
don't have to
through
play.
it.
They don't have to play through it. They can take a game, exactly. And that's such a luxury. Getting it out now to the corner, driving on Winfrey, poked away from Swindle, going to get a foul call.
And back to that topic, Dacus, you know, the only one that really hurts the most is just Ava, just due to her size. And just this kind of fear factor of it. You know, teams see her and like, oh, man,
well,
you don't want to go in the paint with that.
As soon as they see her name up on the 1,000-point club, you're like, oh, no, a living legend.
Yeah.
Dumping down, going up, just I guess she thought there's a shot clock. No reason to force that one. Reed, well, through the wicker baskets. Winfrey, I thought she was going to do the Bo Jackson. Have you seen that clip? He scores a touchdown, runs straight into the tunnel. Runs straight into the tunnel. He did it in baseball, caught a baseball in center field, ran up the wall. Looked like she's going to run up the stairs. Reed getting the poke away here to Sanders, back to Reed, and stolen away by Wilson Central. Swindle back on defense.
In this second group has a lot of potential here, Dacus. You know, it's just little stuff right there. If Sanders just kind of throws a little bounce pass instead of his chest pass, you know, it could be an easy finish. It's just the simple stuff they got to get out.
Really just the fine-tuning. They know how to play basketball. They know how to run the plays. It's just the kind of stuff that can't be coached that our starting 5 just has. As I can tell you right now, I feel like Winfrey's got it, and I think that Kylie Norris will get it. 3-ball up, no good. Taking another one, does Swindle, no. These ones are high arcing on the way off. As going to tell you real quick, if you've got any insurance concerns, 931-836-3171. Deep 3, it's good. Norvell, True North 3-pointer. As I was saying, anything insurance-wise, Farm Bureau, proud to be your hometown insurance agency. Stop by and see agency manager Ryan Qualls today. Good dump down there, as I think Norvell's finally starting to see something she likes from that shot. Maybe she'll take it a little bit more. Great job from Norris to draw the foul. As the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report, I mean, it's creeping up there. 85-36 in favor of the Warriorettes. Pretty big blowout, and you think, well, pull out your guns. They have, and these girls just continue to score. Left it short there. In comes Reed for Norvell, as I feel like she could hit it from right there, out of bounds the way she's shooting it. Gets the second. It's a 50-point lead right now, Sam Roberts.
Wow.
Just a testament to how dominant these girls are. Stolen away by Norris, going up and getting the layup. She reads the defense well. Her first 2 ever high school points came from the same thing, just reading the steal and going down. That's a great trait to have. Somehow getting it back in. Reed with the steal, pushing it ahead. It's all alone. Cassidy Reed, 90. Is that 90 even now? Yes.
Wow.
My goodness, having 2 90-point games at home in one season is incredible. This girl's offense is electric.
Yeah, that's a great word to describe them.
Just because.
So energetic.
Yeah.
A lot of hustle.
And it just happens. 92 now. 2 points for Swindle. As let's see if we can't get up to 94. We have the 8th highest scoring offense in the state, Sam.
Wow.
Last year we were all the way up to 3rd. This one's definitely going to bump it up. not too many times you can see a 9 out in front. Norris, just getting the foul as you could see the path to 94 right there. With 20 seconds left, going to tell you one last time this game. If you're sitting on what you think is extremely valuable land, but you want to know what it's actually worth, call 931-808-6422 to get a hold of Matt Elrod at Whitetail Properties Real Estate for help in the land selling and valuation process. Well, these Warriorettes need no help in scoring the basketball. Your Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report, final score report is 92-36 in favor of the Warriorettes. I'm going to say it again in case they've missed it. 92-36. That's huge.
Wow, dude. That's just incredible. Just being able to come out here at a high school level and beat an opponent by that much is not an easy task.
If it was, you'd see it more often. As Wilson Central, it's a pretty good ball club. They were 19-11 or something along the lines last year. A lot of returning talent, but they just got absolutely shellacked. I mean, there's no two ways about it. As the boys going to try and do it to the male version of the Wildcats. Lewis going up and warm-ups underway. Here we are.
Me, other Sam, Josiah Murphy. He don't even know he's on the camera right now, but.
As it's not a Warriors basketball game without Josiah Murphy. He was just what they needed last week. As looking ahead right here to the Wilson Central boys, that was a horrible miss. The layup attempt. He missed it worse, believe me. What are you seeing from them right now? Can't tell who is who, numbers or anything, but based on haircut, size, and shoes, what do you see?
I feel like I see a mix of young and older players at the same time. Like, I'm seeing some shorter, kind of not as developed faces, and I'm seeing some like grown men, and they got a wide variety of everybody, and that's kind of a scary team to play because you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, anytime you're not sure, as I take a little objection to that. A couple days ago, I'm sure I looked a little bit older before this complete shave. Kind of different. Speaking of different, Nate Griffin, another new haircut.
I was going to say that earlier.
Looks great.
It does. He hasn't messed up on one yet.
No, he's had 3 straight great games, and this is his 3rd different haircut, so we'll see which one we like the best. But last game, for the time being, we don't know how long I'll be down and out with the ACL, so this may be our last time to talk about it. But Christmas, I'm obviously a little decked out right here. I love it. Favorite Christmas movie? What's yours?
Man, I'm just gonna have to go with the not animated Grinch.
The Jim Carrey
Grinch.
Yes. Thank you very much. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you very much. We really appreciate hearing that. Anything to keep these egos going this way. Inflate the heads. These headsets won't fit if you keep going up and talking. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So the Jim Carrey Grinch is your favorite Christmas movie. That's Megan Garner, our I don't remember what her new name is. The student teacher we had. I remember we didn't have. I wasn't forced to do this. It was fun. We did Christmas ornaments.
Yes, I remember that.
Who did you draw? Who did you have to do?
I got Keaton, and I had to do. He picked. What did he pick? What did I draw? I drew like a jingle bell. He did the Polar Express.
Okay, so you did the in the pocket, and I got you.
Yeah, and then I picked. I wanted my ornament to be about deer hunting, and Abby Hetty
did yours.
She killed it.
She
did amazing.
Great.
It was. I was impressed.
Well, I can. Funny you say that. When I was in preschool, one of our gifts that we would do all the time around Christmas is I would make, just Christmas ornaments. Just it would be whatever their first letter was, and then just, like 6-year-old level art. And Haley Trisdale still hangs hers up. But
Really?
I went to preschool with Abby, and I did not make her one, apparently. So we did that a couple years ago and made each other ones. And she made one. So we're both type 1 diabetics. It is the coolest Christmas ornament you could ever possibly imagine. It's painted, and it's just really neat. I remember when we were doing that, my mom did mine because just no artistic abilities whatsoever, sitting in this chair here. She printed something out from Pinterest, and it looked amazing. I know that I received one from Shane Barnes because my favorite Christmas movie is Die Hard.
Oh, yeah.
So he made the poster of yeah.
It is a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas movie. I've got socks that say it. So you've got the poster of Bruce Willis and Nakatomi Plaza right there. So he drew it out, and we hung it up this year on my tree. He forgot to put the string in it so you can actually hang it, and I guess we're too lazy to find one. So you just kind of have to set it just right. But it's a cool little hand drawn, and on the back it's got his signature. He's got such pretty and cursive signature. Shane Barnes and I born on the same day. He got into Vanderbilt. I don't know if he wants me to say that out loud, but he did. Full ride to Vanderbilt.
Wow.
Really cool deal there. Congratulations to him.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Few
Good job,
people
Shane.
more deserving than Shane Barnes. He attacks everything with such fever as okay. We're gonna keep talking. We've got Ava Jones up here. We can talk to Ava Jones, sure. Sam Roberts.
Okay.
We'll continue this whenever we get back.
All right.
As right now, we've got current 1,000-point club member Ava Jones right here.
Am I staying up here? I'm very confused. Is she?
Okay.
Okay.
Just hand her the headset, I guess.
Thanks.
Okay, Ava Jones, what's it feel like to know that your name will forever hang in the Roy?
It feels great. This is a great moment. I just thank my coaches, Dodgen, and everyone, and my teammates especially. They helped me get there, and coaches helped me get there. It's just great.
Sorry, I know. Can you move the mic?
Yes.
There we go. That's perfect. That's perfect. So the way you did it was incredible. Obviously going down, getting the 2 free throws, and then hitting it on a 3, hitting it right at 1,000. Was this kind of a goal for you? Was it a goal for tonight? Was it a goal when you started playing basketball? Like, have you ever thought about being on the 1,000-point club?
Yes, it was definitely a goal. I mean, scoring is not like the main thing completely, but it has been a goal of mine and stuff, and it was just great to finally get it, and yeah.
Well, I know it's not everything because you get so many blocks. That you had so many tonight. I was just like, why are they still shooting on her? This is nice. This is the first time I've ever talked to you. We're in the same grade, but since you're homeschooled and everything, and I don't play basketball, I guess we don't run into each other. But what did you think overall about the game? You guys scored 92 again. That's it's no easy feat. Your offense is really clicking.
Yes, yeah, it was great. We really just clicked tonight, and we just got to have, like Coach says, he says we just got to have good flow all the time. That's his new favorite word this year.
Flow, okay.
Yes, flow. We just got to have flow, yeah.
I'll put that in the back pocket in case you guys are struggling. Going to have to get a better flow going, according to the man with no flow, Coach Dodgen. Just back to this 1,000-point thing. It's so cool. I had no idea that you were even close. Did you know what you had going into tonight?
It's actually a funny story. My mom texted a family group chat this morning and was texting everyone. And she was like, hey, guys, should I let Ava know that she's like, I think it was like 21 points away from 1,000 tonight? And I was like, Mom, I'm in this group chat. And so she's like, oh, well, I guess she knows now. So, I mean, I wasn't going to force it or anything tonight, but if I was going to be able to get it, that would be great. So, and I did. So, yeah, that's great.
Well, that is a funny story. And I love how you said it was just 21 points. The most I've ever scored in a game's 19, so that's way out of my reach. But good to know that you could hit it head on as you were pretty hot tonight from three-point land. Was there anything in warm-ups that keyed you in? They're like, 21's not out of the realm of possibility tonight.
Well, I just was going to try my hardest, you know. I mean, if I was hitting it, I was hitting it. If I wasn't, I wasn't. So it was just good to be hitting it. So think my teammates passing it to me too.
And I know baseball-wise, you don't talk about a no-hitter. You never go up to the pitcher. You were 5 points away at the half. Did they talk about it in the halftime huddle, like, hey, Ava's close to this, let's try and get it to her? Or was it kind of like, we're just going to ignore it?
I think some people knew and some people didn't. I thought I was like 7 away from it. I think one of the girls told me I was 7 away or something, and some knew and some didn't, so I still thought I had some, but then he called a timeout right as I hit that 3, and so I was like, oh, that was it.
So you had no idea that you had just...
I thought I still had like 2 more points to go, but that was great. It was a good surprise.
That was great. That was great, as I'm sure, timeout, like, oh, okay, getting out, and then Greg Wilson starts to walk down, and you're like, okay, what are we doing? Am I in trouble? But 1,000 points, that's great, as I hate that it happened on a snow day and not too many people could get out.
Yeah.
Hopefully they got to see it on the game. If you just had to describe it in one word, just the whole coming out at half court, getting the game ball, like what would you say that was? One word.
Oh, just amazing.
Perfect.
Just amazing, yeah. Just great.
Simple answer.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely. I'm 1,000 points behind you, and I don't think I'm going to catch up. But that was that was a great job there tonight all around. As wow, 1,000 points. That's I mean I've seen you play throughout. After, let's say, heading into this year, did you know how many you had, and did you kind of circle a game where you thought you might get it?
Yeah, I think my family told me it would be kind of around like Frank's Christmas tournament. So
you're at a schedule.
Schedule? Well,
Yeah.
no, not really. But, I mean, I just knew it was kind of going to be around that time. I was hoping to get at a home game, but if I didn't, that'd be fine too, But, yeah, I guess it came a little earlier than expected, but I'm just glad to get it done and stuff, yeah.
So have you seen the ball yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay, well, we'll let you go and check all that out. Congratulations, Ava Jones, newest member of the 1,000 Point Club.
Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah, that was just lovely. That was just a lovely conversation right there between me and Ava Jones for the very first time ever. All right, Rob.
Yo. Oh, that was
hot.
Yeah, all right.
Making sure the people could hear. That was pretty funny. She was saying that her mom texted in a group chat debating whether or not they could tell her if she could get to the 1,000 Point Club or not. And then she was in the group chat like, hey, Mom, like, I know now. Because she was 21 points away or something like that, and she finished right at 21.
Wow.
And, she texts like, should I tell Ava? And she texts in the group chat, she's like, Mom, I'm right here. I know. So that's just a fun story there. And the way she did it, too, absolutely. Just a deep 3, too, not just kind of toe a little bit behind the line. She said that she still thought she had 2 to go.
Oh,
so
wow.
when they called timeout, she's like, whoa.
Well, to be on her side, I did too.
Yeah.
And we were keeping track. But, yeah, it's incredible. It's great that you got to, get it here too and not on the road all the way in Murfreesboro,
Yeah.
I mean, then it'd be kind of cool, you traveled to Murfreesboro one day with your kids or something. Be like,
Yeah.
I got 1,000 points at that gym.
Well,
We got a ball stuck at the
up
top
there.
of the Wow.
I was going to say, let's get Tyler Meadows on that, but where is he?
But maybe a rest day.
Load management for the manager. But, yeah, I'm sure that she wants to go to Murfreesboro and tell her kids about the state tournament run, the Glass House. I think that she'll trade doing it at the Roy for a trip to the Glass House, as that's really the goal for everybody. Back to this Christmas business. We got 2 minutes to go. When does your Christmas tree go up?
100% after Thanksgiving. I'd never put it up before Thanksgiving, just because, to me, it just feels so disrespectful to Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It's a holiday too. Christmas doesn't need to bleed into Thanksgiving. All right.
Just because there's no Thanksgiving songs or anything of that nature doesn't mean that we need to ignore it. I like that.
But mine's not even up yet.
Really?
Yeah, but I do. It will go up this week.
Okay.
It's normally this kind of week. I don't know. Sometimes I hate having a bunch of presents under the tree. Dude, it just taunts at me.
What are you?
It's like, I need it now.
So what is the Christmas tree like in the Roberts household? Is it an assembled tree? Do you go get a real tree?
Oh, just one of those, like, assembled trees.
Okay,
We don't
okay.
get a real one. That sounds like a lot of work.
It is. We do it. We get one every year.
Really?
Yeah.
How does that work?
There's Hicks Brother in Cookville. We've been there ever since I was born. I mean, like, these people have seen the transformation of Sam Dykes through the ages. He didn't get to see me this year. There was a demand issue. Had to get there early, so my mom sped over there as soon as possible and got us a tree. We've learned that they go quick.
Wow.
But he asked about me, and he actually, the owner watched, I want to think, the Cannon County game after my dad told him that we do this. So I hope he's still watching now.
Yeah, that'd be great. But yeah,
But it's a lot of work. My dad keeps it watered and stuff like that.
how do you water it?
It's got
At the base?
At the base, you just pour water in.
I'll definitely have to get one. At least 1 year of my life.
Yeah. Johnson Nursery. That's where we get our trees from. As we've got the starting lineups here. Wildcats, number 2, that is Towen Siller. Number 3, Jamichael Mitchell. Number 4, Tristan Blackburn. Number 11, Ike Boone. And number 23, Grafton Graves. This roster I've got is very confusing. It's so.
Oh.
It's in a weird way, and it's completely different than the girls.
Yeah, the girls is very straightforward. Number 9.
Streamlined. But right here we've got 00 Cole Sims starting at point guard. Then of course got number 4 Gage Stevenson back in the starting lineup where he belongs. Got his legs back out from underneath him. Then number 30 Lucas Dickerson. Going out of numeric order. Got number 10 Keon Lewis. And then rounding it out is number 12 with a new haircut, Nathaniel Griffin. He looks a little bit taller with that new hair, Roberts.
Yeah, he does. I mean, good. It's intimidating, That size is everything in basketball. It's half a mental game, If I see a 6'4" guy compared to a 6-foot guy in the paint, I'm going to shoot that shot completely differently.
Yeah, absolutely. As you're talking about size, look out. Wilson Central has a ton of it.
Yes, that is a well-rounded big team, Dykes, with some colorful shoes. I love it.
Beautiful shoes. Griffin and Graves, that's not going to get confusing at all for me. Going up for the tip. Gets it to Stevenson, into Griffin, off his foot. Hope Gage is okay. Took a tumble right there. Okay, it looked like he might have twisted his leg up in a way, but it's going to be a quick White County Warrior turnover. Bringing the ball down, Seiler gets it to 11. That's Mr. Ike. Good defense there. He got it caught up in himself trying to save it, but a great job defending that cut does Dickerson. Inbounding the ball, Seiler gets it over. Off the back iron, rebounded, and hits the ground, tipped out. Griffin defending up top. Lucas Dickerson trying to push Seiler off the spot. Gets it back across to Seiler, over to Mitchell, back to Seiler, gonna take the 3.
Wow, that is a unique shot form.
It's one of the shot forms of all time. Going to get it back to him, going to take it to the lane. Floater. They had the ball for a full minute. As somebody needs to help out Sims here. Or he'll break it with the dribble. spin move, gets it to Dickerson, to Lewis, to Griffin, dribbling, gets it to Stevenson. Wilson Central playing some great defense so far tonight. To Lewis, trying to find Gage Stevenson, giving it his all. Going to stay Warriors basketball, but Lewis just needs a little bit more, zip on that pass.
These Wilson Central's here to attack Dicus. I mean, they
just
are playing
like that,
all out.
you can't have that much loft in it. Ooh, off the backboard. Looked like Sims took a shot to the face. Hope he's all right. Acrobatic finish from number 11, Ike Boone. Ike's a great name.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Very unique.
Yeah, nickname should be Eisenhower. Here comes Wilson Central on another fast break.
Gotta get the
Mitchell.
timeout right there. Yeah.
Mitchell leading to a Mitchell timeout.
There we go.
6-0, 5:55 to go in the first quarter. 6-0 lead for Wilson Central on the Rhine Qualls Farm Bureau score report. Just not how you want this game to start if you're the Warriors. But if you're looking for the property you want, or if you're thinking about selling the property you have, Matt Elrod of Whitetail Properties Real Estate, 931-808-6422. Get a hold of Matt Elrod at Whitetail Properties Real Estate today in any assistance you need in the land selling process. As looks like Wilson Central is just kind of dictating the pace of the game. Do the Warriors need to go faster, slower, stick to their game plan? What are you thinking?
Kind of play at your own pace. You know, really pick up the pace. Then what a pass from
Beautiful
Sims
pass.
there. That was wonderful.
Great no-look pass. Griffin not equipped to handle it. 3-ball, good.
But we gotta find that kind of middle. You know, we gotta play at our own pace, but we also, this team's bringing some heat, Dicus, so we gotta pick it up a little bit, at least on the speed of our passes. You know, you can't lob it against this team. They are quick on their feet.
A little bit more purpose when you get that ball out as Tucker Pinion set to check in. I guess they know that we need shooting tonight. Miscue there, throwing it to Isaiah Kelso, our cameraman. As it's a 9-0 Ron Qualls Farm Bureau score report lead for the Wilson Central Wildcats. Gets it over to Mitchell. Back across to Siles. Down low. Going to work on Stevenson. Off the front iron. Fouled. Great rebound from number 33, Tucker Pinion. Thrown into the belly of the beast with some really, really big guys out there. As this Wilson Central defense is picking up Sims full court each time, and it just looks like a machine. Just it's churning constantly, and it's very efficient. Gets it back to Tucker. Sims thought about it, driving, missed, and here comes Wilson Central, who can get out and run with it. Trying to find something to do with it. Good crossover move down low. That's too easy for number 23, Graves. And Coach Mitchell going to take another timeout. He is. 4:20 to go, down 11-0. Cole Gentry just got here. Maybe that's the spark these Warriors need. As if you're tired of having to pay higher insurance rates or calling 1-800 number, and you're looking with what you need to do about it, call Farm Bureau Insurance today at 931-836-3171. They strive to make every insurance transaction a pleasant one. Someone on staff in their local office, available at all times. Thank you to Farm Bureau for sponsoring tonight's game. Sims trying to get the ball inbound and gets it to Pinion. He's going to dribble the ball up the court. They need to be conscious about getting across in 8 seconds. Gets it to Sims, to Lewis. 3-ball. No. Almost saved out of bounds. Wish that he would have been inbounds. Looked like it would have been easy, too, for Dickerson. Instead, Warriors taking over possession under their own basket. Gets it to Tucker at the top of the key, down to Sims, to Dickerson, back out to Tucker, to Dickerson. Gage starting to try and get him to move with a little bit more intensity, a little bit more purpose here. Lewis off of Stevenson's shoe.
We're going to have to find somebody to attack, Dicus. There's going to have to be somebody that steps up and kind of takes a lead role. You know, we're playing a little too passive.
Everybody's just trying to get everybody involved, and that's not how it works. Here comes a beautiful steal from Pinion. Foul call, and I think that's something that Pinion, he's a little bit scared of those guys down low. You've seen him really stop those feet and pump fake, pump fake, pump fake. I think after that, they're just not going to jump. They're just going to sit there and swat it out of his hand. He's got to go strong off the glass. You get blocked, you get blocked. As he gets the line there, hits the first. Tucker going to shoot the second right here. Up and off the front iron. Going to stay Warriors basketball off of Granger's hands. Sims to inbound with 3:28 to go. Gets it to Gage, over to Tucker. Gets it to Dickerson in the corner, dribbling out of it. Tucker driving in, looking, gets it to Sims. As Wilson Central's defense smothering anything the Warriors try to do, and another turnover there. As interesting to note here, Jim Fay, a head coach for Wilson Central, it's his first year.
Really?
Yes. I forgot. Mr. Wilson said the other day where their old head coach went, but you can tell that he's doing a great job, and I'm sure it's in thanks in part to ninth-year assistant Eric Lawrence. You've been here for 9 years. You know the ropes, know these kids.
Wow.
What a pretty move from Mitchell. That is just a Houdini act, as the Warriors are going to need to combat their scoring with some of their own three ball. No, as the problem with the 12-point deficit, you don't have time for shots to fall. That one will. True North three-pointer, Gage Stevenson. Pretty shot there from Stevenson. I think he's going to have to step up and really command more offensive of a presence if they want to get back into this. Swatted away. Good save from Pinion. Going to get it into the hands of Mitchell, though. Outside, Ike Boone misses. Tap rebounds going Warriors' way. In comes Griffin. We need a little bit size down low. As also coming in, number 5, McClellan, and 22, Perlick. Not a whole lot of Johnsons or Smiths. Everybody's got a really unique name over there. I like it.
Yeah, it's very, very neat, but Warriors need to score out here.
Another pretty pass.
Perfect.
Dial it up. Gage Stevenson, he's got 5 of their 6 right now, and it's cut it to just about in half. 13-6 on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report. I think that they're going to have to ride him if they want to get back into it. Rebounded by Dickerson to Sims, bringing the ball up the court. Tucker's open in the corner, going to get it down to Griffin. Great job. Sims. Timeout, Wilson Central. What are we saying? Get back on the court. Delay of game on the Warriors.
Whoa.
As you hate to see that there, especially after their main basket. Another one will be a technical. But 13-8 on the Ron Qualls Farm Bureau score report. 1:20 to go in the first quarter. As Sims getting rid of the turnovers in his game. You can tell he's getting a little bit more comfortable. Going to those flashy passes he's so good at. To the corner, Griffin.
Oh.
Wow, that kid must have got terrified, as that one almost got stuck in the rafters. Ike missing there. Warriors going to have to stop these second chance opportunities, as that's the problem, being undermanned and undersized. Can't really get those defensive rebounds to close out possessions. A little too reliant on turnovers. Wilson Central now foul on Dickerson. And what is your recipe for success when it comes to undersized rebounding?
Boxing out Dykus, and then there's also a good amount of luck, and timing. You got to be able to time your jump right. When you're going against somebody that's bigger than you, you got to know when to jump. That's the biggest part. So, and also know your shots too. If it's an offensive rebound, you're going to know where that ball is probably going to end up if it's your own teammate.
Lips in and out. Great rebound there from Griffin. Going to draw the foul on McClellan, excuse me. Sims to inbound the ball. 26 seconds left. The Warriors done a good job of getting this thing back manageable. What do you think you're going to have to see from this offense to keep that up so far?
I believe it's more on the defensive end here right now, Dykus. If the offense can keep getting their normal shots, they're going to have to find a way to stop this, Wilson Central team right now. As
that one just missed from Sims. Got to be careful 94 feet away. Don't want to foul there. 3-ball. As the basketball gods reward Wilson Central. They're on the wrong side of it on Lakeland Grazie's shot attempt. Seiler gets it there. 16-8 in favor of the other WC, Wilson Central, on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report.
And what a shot that was, Dykus. That was an incredible shot.
Big fish. Jonah Murphy heading out.
Little
Josiah.
Murphy.
Always a pleasure.
They grow up so fast.
They do. As hate to see the Murphys go right here.
Tragedy. I can just feel the loss of atmosphere in here,
I mean, luckily our cheerleaders are going to more than make up for it, though. I mean, a much tougher task with no Murphys involved. Luckily, our cheerleaders, who do such a great job getting the crowd into it, can more than make up for their loss.
It's amazing. I've never seen better.
They seriously do a great job. I know that Miss Tracy, she can be a little hard on them on times maybe, but she expects the best out of them, and they perform. As going to stick with the same 5 that was just out there, as it's an 8-point deficit, but really should just be 5 after that. I mean, just a 1 in a million shot, a pretty shot, one-legged from Seiler, who's shown you that you're going to have to respect his shot. If he can hit that one, I'm sure he can hit a regular one.
Yeah, I believe it was off one
foot,
leg.
yeah.
Like, that was just incredible.
Especially to get it off in time. He shot it with like 3 seconds left, 3/10 of a second left. Here comes Griffin all the way down.
Oh, wow.
Going to get the rebound, though, to Sims driving into the paint. Great pass. Tucker, pump fakes, sidestep 3. Oh! Going up. Man. Tucker disappointed himself for not hitting that one. I don't know how he didn't.
That would have been a highlight right there. That
absolutely. That just really shifty, getting his shot up. I like what I'm seeing from him so far. Just an unlucky bounce again. Here comes another one off the back iron for Stevenson. 7:29 to go, down 16-8. Stevenson at the line, trying to cut into this 8-point deficit. He can't. Luckily, Griffin gets the rebounds. Sims looking to drive. No look pass. Stevenson passing up the 3. Gets it to Dickerson. 3-ball on the way. Off the back iron. Great rebound from Stevenson to Tucker. As I'm him, I'm going right at number 23 with all that size. Trying to beat him with some speed. Sims trying to get the ball into the hands of Dickerson. Does. Dribbling out of it. Gets it over to Tucker. Fire alarm going off. The fire alarm is going off. What's the call? Mr. Wilson and Coach Crane are getting up and leaving. I'm not sure if we're supposed to follow suit. I guess it's just going to be a free timeout for the time being.
Yeah, my girlfriend just looked over and said they burnt the cookies because she has been waiting on these cookies for 25 minutes.
Well, Coach D is not taking any chances. He's getting out of here. Now's a good time as ever. I mean, if the alarms are going off in your head saying, we got to sell this property, Whitetail Properties Real Estate, that's who you need. If if you've come across any problems trying to sell your property, lucky for you, Matt Elrod at the Whitetail Properties Real Estate has your land sale solution. Call 931-808-6422 today to get the answers. And maybe there has been a fire in your house and you're hoping to have a little fire insurance. Maybe there's a plan for you at White County Farm Bureau. They recently voted best of the best for both best insurance company and best customer service representative. Sounds like a no-brainer to me. They're there whenever you need them the most. Stop by and get a quote at 141 Churchill Drive. Give them a call at 931-836-3171. Go Warriors. Luckily, we got those fire alarms off. If it was going to be an emergency, I didn't like my odds of getting out of here on the bum leg.
You're going to have to leave the crutches, Doc, because I'll get you out of here on my back.
As Sims, after that break, as I know it sucks to have to take a break, especially with how well the Warriors were playing. Hopefully that they can get it back right here. Tucker Pinion getting it to Dickerson. Walk. And that's what I'm saying. I know that we had a medical emergency in the first round of the district tournament last year in DeKalb County. We were standing out in the field for about 30 minutes. Luckily, the guy was all right. Just, I think, overheated, something like that. But it was just difficult. I know in the Doyle Castle Championship game, Isaiah Kelso vomited. And we had to clean it up at the free throw line, and it was this whole deal. And I think that's really what cost me from getting that elementary school championship, just that loss of time. In comes Davis. We're talking about defense. He plays some great defense. Looked like he just tripped right there. Yeah, and he's going to pick up the foul. What have you seen from him defensively that really helps this unit out?
It's his speed and just will to go for stuff that the normal person wouldn't. You know, if he sees a ball and he thinks he has an ounce of a chance to get it, he's going 110% to get that ball.
As you can tell, he's just really kind of a hyper player. Just see ball go, just quick, very quick. Getting it back to the top of the key here is Wilson Central running the offense. McClellan gets it back over to Ike. I'm telling you, I love the name Ike.
Yeah,
I don't even remember his last name. It's just going to be Ike tonight. Gets it over to Siles. Crazy cross-court pass from him. Somehow getting into the hands of McClellan, and we got a foul. Who's that on? That's Gage Stevenson, his first. Can't get him getting into foul trouble. We need him too much, but him being undersized down low, you got to think there's a chance he's going to get a lot. Right there, and one opportunity from, that will be Graves. Grafton Graves. I've never heard of the name Grafton, but I kind of like it.
Well, he looks like Zach Eady up there. Right
yeah,
now.
I mean, just
he's
huge,
a big fella.
Huge. I love his shoes, though. Absolutely. They stick out. You look at the court, that's the first thing you're going to see. As can't convert. Ike, no comeback in him there. Dribbling down his Sims, gets it to Davis. I thought he was going to go right into that guy's lap. I really did.
No, he registered that that one was already too far gone, thankfully. Or he would have.
He would have, absolutely. It reminds me of that Shaquille O'Neal clip. They see
everybody
in Phoenix,
clears.
everybody clears.
I love that clip.
It's funny. Mitchell back over to Ike. Ike, the general of the court right here, gets it over to Mitchell. A couple of lefties out there. I love the lefty shot.
I do too.
It's just so pure.
So
I mean, just shooting basketball with my dad, a lefty, giving me a real appreciation for it. Gets it out. Oh, you cannot foul him right then. In comes Jordan Brown as he's already got that shot up. And you just hit the follow-through arm. They're going to call it every time. And now he's got three free throws. Three free throws. There we go. Dr. Seuss type rhyme right there.
Yeah, but it's those closeouts. You know, it's you can't give up free throws on it because they already got the open shot. You know, you could just be giving up a 4-point play.
Absolutely. I know. Man, 4-point plays are just deflating. Just because that's a two possession. If you're going, that's two layups. It's a really valuable shot. And down 11 right now. to turn a miss into 2 free points. Not great, as it's 20-8 Wilson Central on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report. Getting it in to Sims, back to Lewis. Lewis going to bring the ball up the court, behind the back, spin move.
Wow.
My goodness, some fancy dribble work from Lewis, something he doesn't have to do a whole lot. Griffin 3, no.
Oh.
And at some point, it's just going to have to be shots that are going to have to fall. Grafton going up.
Oh, I thought he was going to pin
I thought he was
that
going
one.
to dunk it. Met him up there, but went up for the layup. Pushing up ahead. At some point, these Warriors are just going to have to find an offensive rhythm, as that fire alarm break has got him a little discombobulated. Deep 3. Just missed there. Bringing the ball up the court is Mitchell. Fancy dribble work. Ike for 3.
GT odds and then Arab Hall.
It's all right. I mean, anybody that can strategize the attack on Normandy like Ike, you can give up a. What'd you just do?
I tried to throw this bottle behind my girlfriend to get her attention, and I hit the wrapper perfectly. It was loud. I heard it through my headset.
I heard it through the headset too.
And she didn't even pay any mind to it at all. Well, I guess we'll just leave her be.
Graves misses the first free throw right here. Up 14 points. 14-point lead. It's not safe. I don't want to say that it is. Rebounded by Brown. But the Warriors are going to have to start cutting into it, I feel like, right now. What do you want the halftime deficit to be at the what do you want the halftime deficit to be if you're the Warriors?
Oh, within 10. If it's within 10, that's very doable with a wonderful shot from Keon
True
Lewis
North
there.
three-pointer. Keon Lewis, I mean, owes everything he's got to that Sam Roberts. He took it back to the lab, worked on that shot for him a little bit. It was pure right there. Him being able to shoot over the top of people, man, if he can hit 2 of those a game, we're in for it. Violent play down low and no call. Get ahead to Sims. You're going to have to finish it. Swatted. The follow through by Griffin.
Wow.
Electric.
That was incredible, Dicus.
And just like that, that's what they need right here. It's back down, like you said, under 10 points. You just had a huge highlight from Griffin. Spin cycle miss, and you get a gift down low. Warriors need to take advantage of this with 2:52 to go. They've got it back down to 9. My goodness, Sam Roberts, that was a pretty follow-through dunk.
I'm still thinking about it. It was incredible. And wow.
Ike picking the pocket there, going up.
What a shifty steal.
Yeah, I mean, just pickpocketed, really was. Cross-court pass. Dribble move there, getting it back to Sims. I want him to miss another layup for a dunk. 3. True North three-pointer by Mr. True North himself, Lucas Dickerson, cutting it back down to 8. And a little resiliency right there from the Warriors. What are you liking from this 5 they've got out there?
They're keeping it up-tempo, Dicus. You know, they're kind of playing with that momentum, and they're making shots. They're making great plays. Defense is looking really put together, real thought out. I'm enjoying watching this basketball.
Getting it back to Ike. Fancy dribble work there. Gets it out to number 4. Long miss there. Going to get it over to Mitchell, to Siles, to Mitchell. Going to drive in. Going up and under Nate Griffin. Just missed. Great rebound from Lewis. Heavily contested there. Whew, I thought that was about to be a backcourt. That was really, really close. I mean, as borderline as it gets. Dickerson doing the splits right there. Got bumped by Ike.
Wow.
And, you know, his last name Boone. That's a pretty good, you know, Daniel Boone.
Yeah, that's sick.
But, I mean, Ike, it's too great not to say. Dickerson handing it right to him. He's going up for a dunk. My goodness. Answering Nate Griffin right there. And they're going to have to fix the net after that one. A ferocious tomahawk, as Coach Dodgen knew it. He's over there reacting to it. That was a pretty dunk from Siles. He's got 2 highlights, that 3 and that dunk.
They're just an incredible athletic team, Dicus. It's very enjoyable to
Everybody's
watch.
got size. Swatted there. He's having a big night already. Passing it up ahead to the General Ike. Bringing it down. Gonna drive in. Couldn't get the spin. 45 seconds left. Sims pushing up the court. Gets it to Lewis. Down 10 points, so even after that dunk and all that excitement, still within reach. Off of Brown, gonna be Wilson Central ball. 32 seconds left. In comes Tucker. You're thinking they're trying to set up a 3-pointer for him. As a lot of shooting out there. Brown, Dickerson, and Pinion. A lot of guys that can hit that 3 ball. Siles bringing the ball up the court, passing it over. Going to get it in the hands of Ike. Mitchell over at the Warrior head. Back up top to Ike, to Mitchell. 17 seconds left. Down to Siles. Stolen away by Tucker. Going to get it. Dickerson 3.
Oh.
No, in and out. Pushing ahead. A little too high. Got to corral it. Siles, you got to think he's going to hit it. Luckily, he didn't. A flare for the big moment can't, as that's a 26-16 halftime lead on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report. As going to tell you a little something about Morgan Furniture Center, our halftime sponsor. Morgan Furniture Center in Sparta is your hometown source for quality, made-in-America furniture and Certa-Perfect sleeper and beauty rest mattresses. At Morgan Furniture, you always get a Save with Dave discount deal. Plus, at Morgan's, they'll pay your sales tax on every purchase, plus free delivery. Sounds too good not to do it. Morgan Furniture at 570 North Spring Street in Sparta, because you deserve the best in furniture and bedding for your home. Save with Dave at Morgan Furniture, as they're sponsoring this halftime interview with Gracie Clark. Gracie, thank you.
Thank you.
Big win tonight. I know this isn't got to do with you at all, but Ava Jones hitting 1,000 points. Did you have any idea about it?
No, that's huge. I heard a little bit about it. We were like sitting down or something, and somebody was like, she's pretty close. She needs 7 more points. So, but it's supposed to be a surprise for her, but apparently she got put in the family group chat on accident, and they leaked it out to her.
Yeah, she was in on the news leak about that. Luckily, it didn't deter her. Well, you've played with a lot of great ball players through here. Nia Powers, Celeste Reed, now Ava Jones, all up there on the 1,000-point club. What have you kind of learned from these older players as you've started to come into your own as a Warriorette?
Well, they did a lot more than just scoring and doing great things on the court. They were great leaders off the court as well, and just they would lead practice. And, you know, they definitely led by example, and I strive to be the leader that they were and they still are. So they just have very good leadership skills, and that's what I basically picked up from them over the years.
Well, I'm so glad that you agreed to this, because after that first rebound documentary episode, I can tell that, I mean, you're pretty good at giving interviews. Most of your answers, calm, cool, collective. I think of you as sort of the floor general at times, kind of rallying the troops. Has there been any moments where you've kind of been uncomfortable to kind of get on to your teammates or kind of lead them along?
I mean, sometimes, you know, Dodgen talks about how he's worried about us stepping on each other's toes, but I mean, we all understand that's just part of the game. We don't worry about it, but honestly, no. I think I used to be uncomfortable, like a little bit. Like last year, I feel like I had to be a little bit of a leader too, which, I mean, obviously Celeste was our main leader, but I mean, I just learned you can't worry about how you, like, it's part of the game. That's what it is. And so, you know, I'm not nervous to yell at my teammates because they know we're best friends off the court. So
absolutely. I mean, just as personable as you can be. The only time that we've really had any dealings with each other was during a play your freshman year. You did a great job in it, by the way. I don't think I ever told you that. But what would you say the big difference between sophomore and junior Gracie Clark is?
I mean, I guess it would definitely be me stepping up and being a leader. That's definitely, because, you know, like I said, last year Celeste was that leader, and now that she's not here, you know, I'd say I'm more vocal as well. Like, now I have to be the one that's yelling during practice, you know. Ava's so quiet. She won't do it. She's too quiet.
So that's basically what I've done, is just been more of a leader and doing things like talking to my teammates more in the locker room, like being more there for them than I have been. Like I've always been the one that's like the younger one, of course. So this year I don't have to be the younger one anymore, and I am a leader.
Yeah. Well, are there any younger players that you've kind of taken under your wing? Because you've got some sophomores and some freshmen that look great out there right now.
Well, Sarah, I love watching Sarah play. Sarah Winfrey.
I'm glad you just said that because
Yeah.
I love watching her
Yeah,
play
I
too.
love
She's
her.
really good.
She reminds me, like, she plays exactly how I played my freshman year, and I think she'll do great. Like, her coming up, I can see her having a very successful career here in high school.
Well, let's say that maybe her or another one of these younger Warriorettes, they get a halftime interview one day, and they're asked about Gracie Clark. Finish the sentence for me. What do you want them to say? Gracie Clark was...
I don't know. I guess a good leader. That's
Oh,
what I would
that's what
want
you
them to
wanna
say
be?
that. Yeah, yeah, probably. A good teammate.
Good teammate. All right,
Yeah.
all right. And you've all of the starting five, you guys have just a great chemistry. Where do you think that kind of comes from? Is it just from playing with each other so much or being friends off the court? Like, how does that factor into it, you think?
It's definitely friends off the court. We do like team sleepovers together. We do all kinds of stuff. Like any chance that we can hang out outside of basketball practice, we do it. We go out to eat together. We do basically all the above, anything you can think of. And honestly, it does make a huge difference because you can like tell with our team chemistry, and like we all get along with each other very well, and definitely hanging out outside of basketball helps with that, but that's what I would say.
Well, I know that you're very studious. I mean, you do pretty well in class. And that doesn't always translate to the court, but in your case, it really does. You have a really high basketball IQ. Do you watch much professional or collegiate basketball? And if so, what are your teams?
Yeah, I do. I watch a lot of UConn, of course, which everybody's going to call me bandwagon because they're like the best. But, I mean, Gino's a great coach, and then just watching Paige, too, like that's who I would strive to be. She's a great leader, and she makes everybody who she plays with, she makes everybody better. So that's it. Whoever she's surrounded by, she makes them better.
And let's say that if I had to ask you, how would you describe your play style? Like, what if you had to describe how you play basketball to somebody that's never seen you play, what would you say?
I would say dynamic and very quick. I would say that because I wouldn't say I just do like one thing. I don't just shoot the ball. Like, you have to do it all. If you want to be a good basketball player, you got to be able to defend, rebound. You got to do it all. And I would say I'm pretty dynamic and, dynamic.
Do you listen to us commentate? Because that's what we say about you every time you're brought up. It's Gracie Clark isn't the best at one thing. She's great at everything. You're a really well-rounded player. Every team really needs that. What do you specifically think your role in the team's offense is? Like, what do you think your job is out there when you're on the court?
I would say I'm like, offensively, I'm like the glue. If nobody's hitting their shots, like that's whenever I know to step up. But let's say if I'm having a bad shooting night, I kick it out and I make great shot opportunities for my teammates. So that's what I would say. I'd say like every night it's kind of different. Some nights Bella can be really hot. Sometimes Ava, she's got a great mismatch down there and we just give it to her. So I would say it's different every night. We have all these kinds of different mismatches and all these different matchups. But overall, I would say I'm like the glue. So if sometimes I can have like a 20-point game and sometimes it'd be like 6, but I'm doing other things.
Well, I can tell just specifically for you and the other Warriorettes, it doesn't matter what your box score is, it's the final score. You guys are just so winning based. I mean, you guys are just so strived on winning. You put up 90 points for the second time this season. Yeah. This offense is really clicking. Why do you think that is? And do you think you guys are going to cool off? Please say no.
No.
Good.
No, we're going to keep it hot all season. But, I mean, it's hard for teams to guard us. If they do man-to-man, then we can beat everybody off the dribble. Our guard play will beat everybody off the dribble. If they put us in zone, they'll give – me and Bella will have a field day outside the paint. I don't know. If teams try to play us in the zone, it's not going to work out well for them. Same thing with man-to-man. Ava will have a mismatch every single night. So will Ashlyn. Ashlyn is so versatile. She can do it. She can do whatever. She can shoot outside. She can have a mismatch down there.
I'm glad that you brought up Ashlyn Selby. I think that she's played really well to start this year. I know that there was a question mark as who's going to fill Celeste Reed's shoes. And the answer is not one person. You guys
Right.
all have to mesh with that production that she brought you. What have you seen from Ashlyn as her teammate this year as opposed to last year?
She's doing great. Honestly, she's doing even better than I thought she would. She does all the dirty work, I'll tell you that. She'll get all the rebounds. She goes for every loose ball. She's great. Like I said, she's very versatile, and she's really stepped up this year, and she's doing more than I thought she would.
All right, Gracie Clark, tell me right now, what is your big individual and big team goal of the year as it stands right now?
Team goal, win state, most definitely. Worst comes to worst, at least get to state. And I'd say personal goal is get on track to get Miss Basketball either next year or maybe if I, start getting hot throughout the season, maybe get Miss Basketball. But hopefully by next year, I'd say Miss Basketball.
Okay. Do you know where you're at on the chase to 1,000 points?
I think I'm about halfway there. I think
Really?
I'm at like
okay, I was
500 mark.
thinking you'd be around there.
Yeah, because freshman year I wasn't scoring a whole much. But
Yeah. Is that a goal for you too?
Yeah.
I just to me, I was never the best basketball player. So just to think that I've probably not scored 1,000 points in my lifetime, adding up in the backyard and stuff. It's just crazy to me that you had that kind of confidence going in. They're like, yeah, I could get this, or like, yeah, I could be Miss Basketball. How do you think that kind of confidence in yourself and your game kind of pushes you forward?
I mean, confidence is key. Like, basketball is such a mental game. If you're not in the right mental state, you cannot play. So coming in with confidence and just not being scared to know your role and like push forward with it, that's a huge thing. Confidence is key when you're playing basketball.
Well, thank you, Miss Gracie Clark. I don't think this could have been any better. Do you feel like you were up here for 10 minutes?
No.
No, that was smooth.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, and enjoyed the second half.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Good luck on Friday.
Thank you.
As that was brought to you by Morgan Furniture Center in Sparta. They are your hometown source for quality, made-in-America furniture and Serta Perfect Sleeper and Beauty Rest mattresses. At Morgan Furniture, always get a Save with Dave discount deal. Plus, at Morgan's, they'll pay your sales tax on every purchase plus free delivery. Morgan Furniture, 570 North Spring Street in Sparta. You deserve the best in furniture and bedding for your home. Save with Dave at Morgan Furniture Center. Thank you to our halftime sponsor. And really big thank you to Gaggy. Heard that you're watching. Thank you for tuning in. 100-year-old great-grandmother Gaggy for getting to watch the game. Dump down to Sims down in the paint. Passing it over to Griffin, going up and getting two. Looking pretty sharp out of halftime on that first possession, right, Roberts?
Oh, yeah, that looks great, Dykes. They just got to keep it going. I said if they can keep it within 10, by the time they head into halftime, they got a really good shot, and they put themselves in a great position here.
And so what do you think you want this deficit to be at the end of this quarter? Or do you think that they could maybe get it tied or even have a lead?
I 100% confidently believe they can get a lead or even tie the ball game here if they just kind of play their cards right and don't do a lot of mistakes. But at the most, they can't be down more than 5.
I agree with that. As who do you think they need to key in and stop defensively, or is it any one person?
It's not one person tonight. It's a whole group effort from this whole team. They're all playing great. They're all getting their shots, easy layups, and some really good threes.
As if that would have been anybody else, probably got domed. Luckily, it just went right over Gracie Meadows' head as Griffin goes to the line for 2 right here. And down 10 points right here, looking to cut into it, bring it back down into single digits. First free throw up, good.
Just like that, it's a 3-possession ball game.
Yeah. I mean, going to have to get a little hot from True North three-point land, but they can do it in a hurry. Number 30 can do it in a hurry.
What great roll there, too.
That
That's what having a good flick kind of does. When you get a lot of rotations on the ball, it kind of keeps it center a little bit when it's bouncing in.
That's like Nikola Jokic. You feel like he should miss 4 more shots a game than he really does. How he got it over there, I don't know. Beautiful baseline
How he stayed
find.
in. That was incredible.
That was smooth. Going to work down low. Siles, tough finish. And he's a pretty good ball player, I feel like. Going right at Lewis there. Pretty dribbling move from Sims. Spinning, getting it into Griffin somehow.
Wow.
Rolling in. As I'm going to tell you right now, that new haircut is working magic.
Dykes, I meant to ask you earlier. Did you get a haircut?
No.
You do something different? shampoo change, maybe a little conditioner,
Well,
brush
I
it?
washed it right before I came.
Okay, that may be
That
it.
might be it.
It's looking very silky smooth.
Yeah, I
luscious.
think that's what it is. Usually it's been washed for longer. As December 19th, mark your calendars, getting a haircut then. Siles, easy shot there for him. To be able to be a guard, be that kind of size, and have that kind of paint presence, I mean, he's going to pick up a lot of paint points that guys Cole Sims' height probably can't. Am I wrong to assume that?
No, not at all. You know, it's for somebody to be shorter size, you have to have an incredible bag and incredible skill just to make up for that size that you lack. You know, I mean, you got to almost change every shot you shoot whenever you're going against a bigger opponent, and whenever you're not even bigger than some 8th graders nowadays. You know, it's.
Well,
It's
I was watching, my little brother was watching a YouTube short about some 8th grade basketball players. You know, they're 6'9" or something, and I'm just like, that's just
insane.
That's just freakish. As man, speaking of freakish athleticism right here at the charity stripe. Nate Griffin going up and getting rebounds. His jumping ability gives him a really unique edge. Beautiful free throws there. He's not the tallest guy out there, and he's not necessarily the sturdiest guy out there, but man, he can out-jump just about anybody that we play, and I think that's a huge advantage.
It is. Just that leaping ability. It's kind of a sleeper kind of build. You know, you kind of go up with a layup, and wow.
My
wonderful
goodness,
shot.
tip your hat. The 1 foot forward thing is just, it's ugly as can be, but pretty shot right in Stevenson's eye. Bringing it back out to, looks like 11-3 ball. No. Great job poking it away there from Stevenson. Sims going to drive after the pump fake.
Not a bad shot. He almost got that roll.
Yeah, just takes a little bit there. Lewis.
Oh, wow. What a great way to
That
keep
was
the
a
hand on the ball.
wonderful,
And
yeah.
almost, if he could have kept that in bounds somehow, wow.
That would have been incredible. Great job getting back there and not getting a foul call, does Lewis. Down 11 points on the Ryan Claus Farm Bureau score report. Getting it up top to Ike. Over here to Mitchell. Dribbling near the center of the court. Over to number 4. Back to Ike. Telling you, I love Ike. I'm going to say it every chance I get. Over to Ike on the wing. Whoa.
Pass by Ike.
Almost overthrew Blackburn, not quite. Tough shot.
GT
Showed you why it was
ball.
tough. Good pass to Stevenson, going up, getting blocked. Swatted by Mitchell. Stevenson might want to put a shoulder and just go up and get some contact right there, because he can finish through. I mean, one of the better finishers of contact when you're that size. Over to Ike, bringing it ball down. Crazy
Great
job getting
steal.
it over there. Even better job by Stevenson to get it. Sims going right at Mitchell. We're talking about how he's stepped in that trip pinion roll. Man, that's a trip pinion type mindset. I don't care if you're in front of me. I'm going to shoot it. I'm going up for a layup. If I miss, if I get blocked, I'm going to come back down. I'm going to do it again. And when you're that size, just that kind of Ja Morant, just head-on mentality is it's kind of hard to keep that confidence up after you keep missing at the rim. But if you're single-minded in the fact that I'm going to get to the rim, it's great, especially if you can convert your free throws. As Sims just unlucky again at the charity stripe, just lipping out. What are you seeing? Is it just, hey, it's basketball, you miss shots, or is there something you see in his form?
I believe it's just missed shots right now, Dykes. You know, he hasn't got that many free throws or too many really jump shots up today, and he's just got to find his rhythm and hopefully find it soon along with the rest of these Warriors, because we're going to need to bring it in.
Siles walking there. Well, you know, he's been at football for so long that a shot's something you got to, I mean, it's like a plant. You got to nurture it, got to water it, got to keep it in use. So we got a timeout right here. A timeout to tell you that Farm Bureau is proud to be your hometown insurance agency. More than 75 years of combined experience. They are there to help you with your insurance needs. See agency manager Ryan Qualls, agents Justin Coe, Daniel Bray, or Cade Crosland today at 141 Churchill Drive. If you'd rather call them, 931-836-3171. That'll get a hold of them. Go Warriors. And if you have any problems in the land selling game, call 931-808-6422 for the land sale solutions today. Matt Elrod at Whitetail Properties Real Estate, he's got the answers. So call 931-808-6422 today. As with 3:11 to go here, the Warriors back down to 11 points as it's been a bit of a scoring drought both sides here in the last little bit. Hello. I don't think I'm the person to ask. I'm sorry. Sims got the ball right here. Dribbling down at the top of the key. Crossover move, getting near the paint, probing in and out. To Dickerson, driving down. Stevenson over to Sims. Head down drive, gets it to Griffin. Just missed. Beautiful pass from Stevenson, 3. Can't get it into the waiting arms of Lewis. He wasn't expecting that one to fall his way. Over to Griffin, driving in. Acrobatic finish and one opportunity.
Wow.
Lucas Smith just stood up and flexed for him. That was a highly impressive drive. Switching hands mid-air.
I feel like his eyes were at the rim there, Dykes. That was incredible.
If he may have been 3 inches taller, he would have dunked it. I mean, that was just insane hang time. Misses it to make it a and one opportunity, and just barely didn't get just a little bit over the reach there as it's back out to an 11-point lead. Lewis dribbling, gets it to Stevenson. You got to get some more shots up if you're Gage. Am I right?
Oh, yes. I mean, his shot is too pretty just not get up a bunch.
Walk by Blackburn.
Yeah.
As Coach Fay over there thought he saw contact. I can test right here it's the right call. Stevenson did not get the arm. I mean, Gage, I remember him from junior pro. He played on Johnny Smith. He made a behind-the-back dribble, and he did it so quick and so smooth. I was just amazed. I wasn't even guarding him. But I remember I went to the old basketball goal after it, and I would do it over and over again. And I'd try and get it down because he went right, left, and then back, and then shot a mid-range jump shot. And it was just the coolest thing that an 11-year-old basketball player could have thought of. And I just wish he was a little bit more aggressive with how he gets shots up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wish kind of take more of a lead role. You know, if they're giving him space, then take the shot. I mean, the shot is beautiful. The release is quick, and it's very fundamental base. And I'd be happy if he went. I'd be all right if he went 8 for 1 on a night, or like 1 for 8. You know,
I'd just rather see him get shots up. And
yeah,
I know
that's what
Coach Dodgen was saying about Ashlyn Selby. And they're very similar in the way that they do the dirty work. They go down and get rebounds. They defend down low, a little bit over their size most of the time. And they just think that they're just get the ball, keep swinging it, and that's not his role this year. He's going to have to score a little bit more if they want to go further. Ike, 3 ball.
Ike with the miss.
I hate that I was cheering for that to go in. Gets it to Dickerson, 3 ball. I'm cheering about that one. True North 3-pointer. Gonna cut it to 7. Dickerson having a pretty good night. He's not cold, he's not hot, just right. I think that he can really heat up here in the 4th quarter. Pokes it away there out of bounds. Gonna be Warriors basketball. Great job defensively from Dickerson. Something that you don't hear too much of just because teams try and attack him just because of his size and his kind of mobility issues, but he really is a really crafty, really fundamental defender, and he gets a lot of pokeaways. Trying to go right through him right there. Gonna drive. Man, dropped Ike.
Poor Ike.
Poor Ike. Ike Boone. I love that name. 49.9 to go here in the third quarter. Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report. Awaiting some free throws. It's 37-30 Wilson Central. 37-31 Wilson Central now. In comes newcomer number 33, Caden Clay. First game action for him as Dickerson at the line hits the second. So I hate that he doesn't get to the line more. That pretty shot looks really good from 15 feet away.
Yeah, it's a very consistent shot for him. It's incredible.
And where does it come from, Roberts? Why is he so good at at hitting those shots?
Just repetition. You know, he knows his shot. He's shot it so many times. You know, there's no change. You know, it's the same every time. And when you're this deep into a game, you know, you kind of know where it's going to go every time. And I believe that's why he's been so consistent from there.
Three-pointer up from Caden Clay. Just barely nicked the rim. Pushing it ahead. Gets it back to Dickerson. Over to Sims. 10-9. Corner. Three. Just missed. Going up. And one.
Wow.
What a job. I think Stevenson deserves one of those points. Just going up. Just completely undermanned down there, not nearly tall enough to just go and tap that away from the waiting arms of number 23. Got it to Griffin, who can't convert, but a foul on Sims. You can't do that. You cannot, especially not with the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report reading 37-34 Wilson Central. That's just an extra foul. That's his first, luckily. He's done a great job of avoiding fouls. He's done a great job so far. Really kind of messed with his defensive mantra and a little less aggressive, still working out. And if you're looking for something that'll work out for you in the land selling process, I'm thinking that you should call 931-808-6422. Get a hold of Matthew Elrod at Whitetail Properties Real Estate. You're thinking about selling your farm, but the land selling process, it's made you turn tail and run. Turn towards Whitetail Properties Real Estate and run. They can help guide your land selling process today. 931-808-6422, Matthew Elrod. As 3 points, Roberts, you wanted it within 5. They've got it to a one-possession ball game. These 5 guys they've got out there right now are playing pretty well. What is it going to take for the Warriors to win this game?
Play exactly how they did in the third quarter. I mean, they came in down by 10. Now they're down by 3. You know, you do that again and you win the ball game.
And are you thinking win every possession, win every shot? Like what are you trying to focus and hone in on right here?
Just don't let them outplay you. You know, make sure if they're going to win, make sure they beat you. You don't beat yourself. You know, you don't want to look back and be like, well, we missed 3 open three-pointers in the fourth quarter, and that cost us the game. You know, we lost by 3. You know, you don't want to look back and do that. You want to be like, we gave it our all. They came out, and they were the better team in the end, and we tried our best.
As right now, if it wasn't for that stupid Siles three-pointer at the end right there, it'd be 34-34. So if you're the Warriors, you're thinking, man, just something lucky like that, basketball gods are going to have to throw one our way. As Big Ike getting swatted by Griffin.
No, sir.
No, sirree, Ike. 7:27 to go here. A big part of that, playing at the Roy. Maybe small tonight because of snow, but, man, this crowd can get mighty. And they get behind these Warriors better than, I think, anywhere else that you see. Blackburn on the wing, up top to Ike. Pulls Mitchell off the spot. Back to Ike, going to drive. Tough 2. Can't convert. Great rebound from Stevenson. Gets it to Sims. Dribbling up the court. Using the Stevenson screen. Hit Blackburn, the wrong 4 there. As that was just a great job anticipating that pick and roll pass. Lays it up across to Mitchell. Back up top to Ike. Over to Siles. Down low, Blackburn. Great job. They have such good baseline passing. Three-pointer Mitchell. official timeout, maybe. Didn't see who called it, but
I didn't either.
if I need any help in the insurance game, I know what I'm gonna call. 931-836-3171. My insurance rates have recently gone up. If I'm tired of having to call a 1-800 number for answer, if I'm tired of having to call a 1-800 number for answers, it's 931-836-3171 all day long, and that's Farm Bureau Insurance. They try to make every insurance transaction a pleasant one. Someone on staff in their local office, there at all times. Stop by and see agency manager Ryan Qualls today as the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report, 40-34, favor of Wilson Central. Gonna have to see if we can't cut into it right here. Gets it to Sims, stolen away by Siles. Beautiful job there, switching hands midair. I'm just lucky he didn't dunk it. Timeout, Coach Mitchell.
Good timeout.
Yeah.
Slow some momentum down, kind of
just
find something that works.
As you never want to call a timeout right after another timeout, but if it's worth it, then do it. Man, those Wilson Central cheerleaders are loud. I thought they were right in front of us. I mean, they're over here. I thought they were in the court or sitting up here or something. Right now, this group, Pinion, Sims, Dickerson, Stevenson, Griffin. What gives this group the ability to overcome this 8-point deficit?
Every one of them I'd be confident with shooting a three. I believe if they can just find a way to penetrate, kick it out, and if they can hit their shots, I mean, this ball game's theirs. They just got to also find a stop on defense, you know.
I think that's going to be what's
tough. Open shots.
Because 8 points, lots got to go your way, and this press is going to make it tough. They really can't turn the ball over in my mind. Corner three, Dickerson, tipped. Blackburn diving on it. Stevenson diving on it. Staying Warriors basketball. That was some great plays right there by both fours. Blackburn and Stevenson both laying on the grenade right there. Just really hustle play there.
And those are the plays that change these ball games, Dicus. You know, if we lose the possession there, they come down. Man, if they could have just rolled in. Just
nothing Tucker did, just what the ball didn't do.
Yeah.
As off of Blackburn's foot, that should be backcourt. It is. Great job making up for it. Tucker Pinion, he's a great one-on-one defender, isn't he?
Yes,
somebody of his size.
Yeah, I think that's what helps him, though, is you kind of just underestimate him, try and kind of bully him, and that's where he kind of gets that tip.
That just tap out. Stevenson getting it in down low, rifles a pass. I think that stung Tucker's hands. Passing it to himself. Getting it to Griffin down low. There's so much finesse on that. With the offhand off the glass right there, that's one of the toughest layups you can hit. He made it look easy.
Yes, he did.
I think is that just practice? Is that just being confident in your left hand? What is that?
Confidence mainly, Dicus, but it's also practice that builds the confidence. You know, it all starts in practice. And
Siles three ball, saying it's tipped. Wilson Central booing. No matter what, even if it I think, is that the middle school basketball team? Yeah, they're backing up the call. I'm not sure if it was tipped, but he was definitely pushed. Good call. It should have been Warriors ball either way.
Yeah, if they're calling tips, then it was 100% tip.
Timeout. How many do we have left? One timeout over the next 4 minutes and 57 seconds. What does that mean for the Warriors and their game planning and just their decision-making on the court?
Well, now it's, you know, Mitchell can yell from the sideline, but now it's going to be more on them. You know, he can't stop a momentum play. You know, you got to save that timeout in case it comes down to crunch time. You know, if, you know, Wilson Central comes out here, bangs a three, comes down, shoots a layup, then it's on the Warriors to kind of slow that momentum down and, you know, keep up with the pace.
And who do you think from the Warriors is going to have to step up right here and just kind of be the coach on the court?
I'd really love to see Nate. You know, he's been so dominant on both ends of the floor, and his rebounding ability and shot-making ability. You know, we really need to see some more of him right here in crunch time.
And what I want, I know we've been talking, I want to see Gage Stevenson, as soon as he gets the ball, look up.
Yes.
He never looks up when he gets the ball. He looks for the pass. He's going to have to be a little bit aggressive here. Speaking of aggressive, Sims, I don't hate that shot, though.
That was a great shot.
Those are the shots you got to hit if you want to overcome a 6-point deficit. You live and you learn. If you miss it, better get a stop. If you hit it, tip your cap. Cut the deficit in half. Over to Mitchell at the top of the key. I don't think they can hold for 4:42. Going to get it to Blackburn, back over the top to Mitchell. Pressuring him now. Blackburn looking to Mitchell at the top of the key. Back to Blackburn. To Mitchell. Sounds like a tennis match. Ike with the ball up top to Mitchell. They're bleeding time right here. To Ike. Driving on Stevenson. Got away with a kind of a shot to the face, it looked like. Top the key to Mitchell, and just like that, they've lost 40 seconds. Great job. Late call there, and starts it all over again. As, man, that looked like a pretty play there from Tucker, and I guess the fact they got his arm just made it look pretty, I guess.
Probably, you know, that was
Incredible
knowledge from him to go out there and get that.
Yeah, something looks too good to be true. It usually is.
It's a very good thing.
Over to Blackburn. Tucker doing a great job of pressuring the ball. They're not trying to make these passes easy, and that you can't let that happen whatsoever. You cannot let them bleed that much time and still get the shot that they want up. Tucker to Stevenson to Sims, bringing it out. 3-ball. Dickerson fighting for position down there. That's going to stay Warriors ball. 3:26 to go. Down 44-36 on the Farm Bureau, Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report. Sims gets the ball, going to drive, kicks it out to Dickerson. Tucker thought about it. Griffin, spin move, tough finish, can't get it. Long rebound to Dickerson, to Tucker Pinion. Great job getting it there. Stevens, are they calling it on the ground?
Yes.
That one's tough to me because he's jumping up for it, but it also looks like he's going for a putback. Kind of hard to tell what that is.
Yeah, it's a hard call.
Off the back iron. See, like right there, you would have to call that an act of shooting. What? Going to stay Warriors ball. I was really confused. Did you see what they called? Because I can't tell if it's the referee saying it or the coach.
I have no clue. I think they called a foul on Nate, but like while you're still on the ground, maybe. I don't know.
Nate getting the ball here, trying for that reverse. That's an empty possession. You can't have too many of those. Here comes Ike. Passing it over to Blackburn. Down to Siles. Down low. And now you're going to force the big man to hit some free throws. As Graves heading to the free throw line. If he can hit them both, it'll be a grave decision. Warriors really need to keep it here at 8 or lower with 2.5 minutes to go. Luckily misses the first. Second one here. Catching a breath right here. Graves, you can tell that he's annoyed he missed the first.
Yeah,
Second shot up. Missed it too.
Perfect for the
Oh, no. He spoke too soon. Siles going up. Missed. They've got to get a defensive rebound right here, Roberts. You can't give up a steal opportunity and 3 offensive rebounds if you want to come back from 8 points down. All on one possession. Mitchell going to blow past Dickerson. Gets it out to Ike. Picked up by Stevenson. Now up top to Siles. Guarding closely is Sims. Getting it past him. Out to Ike. Thought about it to Mitchell. Driving down. It's going to be Warriors basketball. Yeah. Problem is, just like that, they had 2 offensive possessions that took a minute and a half combined, and the Warriors still down 8. Is this a must-score possession?
Oh, 100%, Doc, because you got to knock these down.
Stevenson does. True North three-pointer. That's what happens when you shoot, Gage.
Great shot.
Beautiful shot.
It was perfect.
Pure.
It was perfect. Pure. Did you see how that went through the net?
Yes. I mean, that was a beautiful shot. Cut it to 5 with 1:23:33. I can't tell. And good news is Warriors basketball.
There you go. Just like that, 2 plays back-to-back
yeah.
can change the game. And
that one right there, something's got to go your way. This goes your way. Definitely got to score here. Got to capitalize. Stevenson gets the ball. Dangerous pass. It was tipped. Glad he saw that. Sims dribbling. Out to Stevenson, 3. Just missed. To Sims. Gets it in. Past to Mitchell. Fouled by Griffin. And I think on that one, you got to come back to your feet, right? I mean, you just can't force that pass too quick. I know you're trying to get shots up, but with somebody right there, you kind of want to have possession of the ball before. And maybe he thought he was about to get it slapped out, but hey, just go back up and maybe you get a foul. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially with a minute and 15 left. You know, it's a lot of basketball.
Wilson Central giving him a gift right here, some missed free throws.
That'll be 3.
Yeah, 3 in a row. I'm hoping 4, knock on wood, 4 in a row. Should have said that he was going to hit it. Bringing the ball down is Sims. It's a 2-possession game. Need some 3-pointers. There's the guy to do it. Really deep and in! True North 3-pointer. Tucker Pinion cutting it in half. He can run the baseline, calling a timeout.
Great shot. Great execution.
Job. He's missed a couple tonight and got to keep that confidence. 1 minute exactly to go. 45-42 on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report in favor of Wilson Central. Map out the next minute for me. What has to go the Warriors' way?
You got to get a stop. First off, you don't want to foul. You want to force a turnover, force Wilson Central to do something stupid here. And then the biggest part of it, you got to come down, and then it's kind of on the players or Mitchell to scream out and tell them if they got enough time to go for 2 or go for the 3, you know, because you don't want to force up a 3 if you end up with 40 seconds left. You know, you don't want to force a bad shot.
But you don't want to hit a 2 with 11 seconds left and you've got no shot of getting that 3 up either.
Exactly.
So much goes into it. They're in the bonus. If they foul, it's free throws. Who are you fouling? Who are you trying to force the ball to and hacking if it comes to that?
I'm going back to big man number 23. You know, he just missed 2 in the crunch. You know, he hasn't found a stroke yet that he likes. So, I mean, I'm going to live with that if I have to.
We got Michael Davis in there, the defensive stopper. They got him right there. Need a trap. Gets the ball down. How much longer before you're thinking foul?
I wouldn't let it go past 30 seconds.
That's what I was thinking. Up top to Blackburn. I'm thinking swarming the ball. Swarming the ball right here. Foul on Stevenson. Is 5? Is that what I just heard? Stevenson fouled out.
That hurts.
As not a whole lot right there. Obviously not even trying to take a foul. Just hand on the hip. Can't have it. Disappointing because they need Gage. But a missed free throw right here going to keep it interesting. They're bringing in Lewis for size. Hey, I'd put in Lex right now. I'm telling you, I'm getting this rebound. Ike at the line. For sure going to hit it. Announcer jinx didn't work. 4-point deficit right here. What are you thinking? There's 40 seconds left.
Well, now the 3 doesn't matter as much, but you just got to get a shot here quick, and it's It's got to go in. It's got to go in.
To Lewis, to Tucker, head down, spinning. Turnover. And that's just sickening right there for the game to possibly end on no shot attempt whatsoever. Right now, the difference in that game is that three-pointer, that miracle three-pointer, as we're down 4 points and they just hit one free throw in. We've got to shoot free throw time. As this one hurts worse than a blowout. Just there's something right there, you can feel it, it's just eating away at you. But the Warriors have gotten progressively better as the season's gone on. I'll be sidelined for a little while right here, but I'm interested to see what they look like in my absence. Ike hits the first one. If we got to go down, at least let's get some Ike some points right here.
A few more Ike name mentions in.
Second one up and in. Hit them both. Timeout, Wilson Central. It's a 6-point game. Hey, it's not over.
No, not at all. It's still 2 possessions, you know, even if he makes both of those or not.
Yeah, absolutely. So now it's 3-pointers. There's no way. If you hit a 2, it's another 2 possessions. So you're going 3s only right here, hoping that they miss free throws or you can force turnover and hoping you can hit another one. I'm telling you, it's a miracle time right now if you're a Warriors fan, but it's not impossible. It's been done. There's got to be a little bit of luck on their side right here.
Yeah, and I believe I'd probably go to Tucker right here. I mean, with that deep three he just hit,
you can tell he's still warm.
Yeah.
Sims, you can tell he's looking for him. Lewis to Tucker, 3. No good. Just rimmed out. Pass ahead to Mitchell. Lewis swallowing him up. As with 48-42 on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report. 11.5 seconds to go. Wilson Central got a commanding 6-point lead with 12 seconds left. Fans starting to trickle out a little bit. Not Tyler Mabe. Not Tyler Mabe.
He's just showing up.
Yeah.
No, Tyler, longtime Warrior supporter.
I mean, he's here for all of them. He really is. Mitchell shot up and good. And this is not an 8-point game. The Warriors cut it down to 3. I mean, it's a lot more competitive than the final score, especially considering it's 11-1 at one point.
Right.
Lewis, 3. It's good. True North 3-pointer. As he can tell, you know, it's a useless shot, but
that was a great
beautiful
shot.
Sam Roberts assisted shot. Your Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau final score report, 50-45, Wilson Central Wildcats defeating the White County Warriors. Warriors still trying to look for that first win on the year. I think they got a good shot at it on Friday, though, as it was a great game. It was really entertaining. Couple of dunks, some big three-pointers, some big moments, a fire alarm. Just so much packaged into one. As Thursday having the ACL surgery, so I will be out for a while. It'll be a surprise. I don't think we've released who my replacement will be. So just tune in Friday. Should be on the Expositor Facebook page and Sparta Live YouTube page. It'll be Sam Roberts and someone else. But we're in great hands right here with Sam Roberts. Hold the fort down for me.
Try my best.
Sam Dykes and Sam Roberts, we're signing off. Thank you so much. Be safe.